Howdy, folks. Let's start out by asking if you can hear me. I'll wait till, because sadly, I need the window unit on. We're supposed to get really bad weather here tonight, but it's muggy in here. So if y'all can hear me over that window unit, then that's all that really matters, I guess. Good to be back. We have Mac Pierce, Chris Nealon. Thank you, folks, for being here. Loud and clear. Good deal. And Tim Turner. Thank you, Tim. I'm alive. Hello, Josh Grover. Big shout out to Josh Grover. Sent me a frame for one of the John Waynes. Turned out plumb nice. I'm still cleaning the shop, but most of it just hasn't, I guess low grade depression or not really feeling like it, motivated, this and that. But I had been waiting on a email back from this photographer to ask if I could use his horses to make patterns, and he okayed it, so here we are. But we cannot forget our other good friend. Long time no talk. Russ?
Oh, you are talking to me.
Yeah.
Where you been, man?
Cleaning and sort of, I want to call it low grade depression. Just,
yeah.
Just didn't get motivated to do anything.
Well, let's take a pan around and see what you accomplished.
Well, I'm in my office, so I can't show you. But I'll show you the next scroll saw. The next scrolling live stream we do, I will show everybody. Hello, David Joanne Narrington, missed you too. Tim McCrory, and Russ is still sharp as ever, says Mac Pierce. Joe Castillo. Joe Castillo says he's just passing through. I also learned how to add overlays onto my camera, so I have my little signature in the upper right.
Yeah.
Right there, and this little stuff right there. I can't point because it's up above.
Hey, don't pull that routine. You know that's my line.
Oh, not being able to point?
Yes.
I promise y'all I will show you the shop when we do a scrolling live stream. I was going to work on this pattern anyway, which I tend to work on patterns more when I'm depressed than scrolling, which is weird. And I don't even really have a reason for being depressed. It's just one of those don't know why things.
I see.
Saludos desde Colombia. Fabian Duque.
Greetings from Colombia.
Yeah. Fabian Duque Glarin. He's watching on Facebook, as is David and Joanne Arrington. Appreciate y'all being here. It has been, it's been since the day after Valentine's Day since I did a live stream. Good Lordy, why'd y'all keep me away so long?
I don't know. We found a lot of duct tape.
Josh says I learned to point from you. That's funny right there. Yeah, again, I connected with a guy named Tony Stromberg, and he does beautiful horse portraits or photography. This is a less detailed one, but I just love good lights and darks, and that's why I love his photography.
That is a pretty cool picture there, man.
Thank you. I'm waiting to hear back on. He said all he wants in return is a cutout. And I said, you mean cutout per design I make? Because that could take a long time. So I'm still waiting to iron out the details, but I do have his permission.
That's good.
Hello, Steve Combs. Long time no see. John Nave says, OMG. Hello, everyone. Matt Pierce says, Charles is rarely an excuse for depression. It just shows up and visit when it wants to. Yeah, it's kind of a low-grade depression, but yeah, one of those depressed and don't know why things. There's a good, if you ever want to mess with it, Russ, there's a good video on YouTube about how to do these overlays for StreamYard.
Okay.
So I will point you to it if I can think of it, but you got to remind me because I suck at remembering that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
Okay, so for those that have never seen a live stream of how I make my patterns, I will be showing you how I make it on paper. I will show you on the computer, but I am not teaching the computer part because it's Paint Shop Pro 4. They don't even make it anymore. But I'm glad to be back, John. They appreciate it. But to let everybody know, I use a sheet of glass so that the texture of the desk does not, get felt through the paper when I'm running the pen across it, which I just lost right here beside me. Good to talk to you again, by the way, Russ. Sorry, it's been a while.
Same here, Charles.
And thank you, Steve. What was I talking about? Oh, the glass. Because I'm doing mine on paper, so if there was a textured surface, I'd be getting all kinds of bumpy, wavy lines that weren't intended. So that's why I use a sheet of glass under here, and I tape a clean sheet of paper down after I put carbon paper. This is the darkest carbon paper I've been able to find. CREcrafts.com. That's where I get it. And they come in large sheets. I just tape them. I cut them down to page size, but then I tape that down onto the clean sheet of paper, and then I tape the picture on top of it. Now,
I'm kind of liking to see how you gonna cut that wavy ass hair like that.
Well, I am going to leave out the teeny tiny ones like this. I am going to add this one, but I'm not going to add every single teeny tiny one. I'm going to add the bulk of them, but not the real teeny tiny ones.
Not the real fine ones. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that, man.
Yes, I missed you, Daniel.
Good.
But I definitely like the elegant flow of the hair. See, this is what elegant flow means. This is the sign language for it, I guess. I keep derailing myself. Oh, when a picture is large and clearly focused, I will print it out into 2 sheets or more to get it zoomed in, so to speak. So we're starting with this half. This one I'm just going to tape next to it so I'll know what I'm coming into next. Now, some things will probably show up better on camera than they do to me. So every now and then I have to look at the monitor, which is directly in front of me. You're looking at the bottom of it right here. And
Daniel asked if you missed him.
Yes, sir, I did. And there's Russ sitting right there. That's how I know when he's taking a drink. And I said, "Don't do it."
I'm going to turn my camera off.
And
Josh says technical term is wavy hair. Now, I don't know what you were calling it.
Flowing hair?
Flowing, okay. It's wavy.
I was trying to sound more artistic, I guess.
Well, yeah, well, it is. It's more artistic, yeah.
Get my drugs out of the way. That's my Cymbalta. Anyway.
I know Josh is pretty good at them frames, huh?
Oh yeah. He did send a piece of glass with it. I didn't know that, but when I opened the box, the glass was in 30,203 pieces. So I took a picture of it for him. So I didn't even know he was sending glass with it, but he did, and that was awesome. But it got broken, so I sent him a picture for the post office. And I know most post offices I've dealt with don't really live up to the insuring things, but he says he's good friends with postmaster or something like that in his area.
Yeah.
And I'm not, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Russ, because you worked at a post office.
Well, brother, let me put it to you this way. I was a pack mule. I carried mail.
You didn't know all the particulars.
I didn't go in there and work with them clerks. That's what we did when we were sick and on light duty.
So we'll know whoever's at the counter has coronavirus.
I don't know about that, but
yeah, I'm kidding. Folks, by the way, don't panic over the coronavirus. The normal flu has killed more people than the coronavirus has, and it's mainly only affecting the really old people. So Russ might have something to work with. Sorry, Russ. Sorry.
I don't know if I'm the oldest one here, but I'm up there.
Yeah, just don't let it scare you, folks.
It's a bunch of them. The media is playing that crap up like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, it's worse than the normal flu, but it's not a pandemic compared to the normal flu. It is what it is. Josh Grover says he ended up making 6 frames that week and is already in the works with the postmaster to get a refund. Awesome. Yeah, I didn't even know he was sending glass with that. I usually go with plexiglass for that reason, but I didn't even know he was sending something other than the frame. That was pretty cool. But he tried. I mean, it was packed pretty good. Again, I'm putting the tape. I might be getting a little reflection from the light, but
all I can tell you on the glass part is that we saw, when I was still working, we saw polls that were taken that tested all the delivery services for getting your package in the same at its destination as it was when you sent it.
Yeah.
And post office was the best out of all of them for not damaging the package near as badly as others did. That includes UPS and FedEx and
Yeah, UPS and FedEx, they tend to see the word fragile as a challenge.
Yeah.
I bet I can bring it. Let's not forget our favorite co-host.
Of course, now I tell you all that, but in the back offices of UPS and FedEx, they're telling their people the same thing, probably.
Yeah, probably. We're the best in the business. That's true. That I forgot to mention that Josh Grover says plexiglass would have cost 5 times the cost of glass. I don't remember the difference between Lexan and plexiglass, but whichever the two is the one. Oh, one's a brand name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if you got cast acrylic, it's different, but regular plexiglass that you get like at the big box stores, that's not pretty worth a crap.
All right. I use Very Magic scroll saw tape for making these patterns. I'm kidding. It's just regular painter's tape. So that's how I'm holding the paper down. And this will not necessarily go quickly, but it's been a while since we've done a live stream, so we'll see who wants to hang out forever. My days and nights have been so twisted since I started cleaning this shop. I didn't go to bed till close to 9 a.m. and woke up around 4 p.m. Yeah.
Well, since I got away from you when you were doing your cleanup, my days and nights got turned around the right way.
Dagnabbit.
And that's kind of surprising. I had 5 days in a row where I got up, went to bed early, and got up early. That's not normal for me.
I can do it usually for about 2 or 3 days, and then it'll go off course again. Again, although I'm including this curl here, I'm not including that. I'm not including from here. I'm going to make it go up to about here, and then not do that curl there, because some of this won't translate right, and these little teeny tiny hairs just ain't going to happen. Now these other ones I'll make thicker, because I like the flowing look of it, or wavy if you ask Josh. All right, so we'll get started. Y'all let me know if my fancy wood business thing down here gets in the way. But how about
you're good right now?
Isn't that cool having that little signature right there?
I'm telling you what, that's something.
That's plumb nifty. I should have made that my logo. Well, that's my logo for CharlesJerryArt.com, but that's for finished pieces. Anywho, I'm just going to start out with the outline. Now you notice there's a lot of dark in here. I'm going to leave it dark. So it's going to be, I don't know, I just love his lights and darks. His name is Tony Stromberg, Stromberg. And I knew it was going to be a while before I heard back from him, because he travels a lot. He goes into arenas that bring horses out like this, and they play with lighting and stuff. And actually, I think he actually teaches photography workshops, but I can't afford it, and I don't travel well.
I just want to see how you do that eyeball.
Well, the eyeball you can barely see. About the only thing you can see of the eyeball is the eyelashes right here. So I'm just adding to that hair that's going across there.
Okay, that's what I kind of thought.
Yeah. All right, so it's going to be complete tracing of the outline except for those errant hairs. So it's actually be slightly less detailed than the photograph. And here we go.
When have y'all ever heard Charles Deering say less detailed?
Very rarely, maybe once a year. It's good to be back, though.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. A lot of people were wondering, when are you coming back?
Yeah, some people have written, but it's usually at a weird hour, or I see it at a weird hour, and I don't want to wake them up by responding, so sometimes I forget to respond.
I don't care. I'll send it anyway. By God, they'll see it when they get up.
Yep, I was at my brother's early last week or something like that, and I had a major panic attack out there. And it usually takes me a good week to get over a panic attack, or the after effects, I guess.
Does he suffer from the same as you?
Yes, sir. Just not as often.
Okay.
But yeah, we both had it.
Well, that sucks.
Oh, by the way, hello, Herb. Sorry about that. Yeah, it does suck. So I've been kind of off. I've always been kind of off, but I've been kind of blah feeling for about the last week. But I have my good times and bad times, and I'm not the most religious guy. But when I'm feeling good, I outwardly thank God, say thank you, because I don't need to be dealing with all that crap.
Well, I want to just put out there for Josh Grover and some of these others that been around a while. I have not seen Penelope in about 3-4 weeks.
Heck, nabbit. Somebody done run off with her.
I think so.
I got the wrong glasses on. That's why I can't see where the crap. Where's my other glasses? Oh. I have to wear my old glasses for scrolling and patterning. Everything else it works good for. Sorry about that loud noise. That's my new glasses. But they're bye-bye. Alright, let's put these old loser what's it's on. There we go.
Hashtag squeak. Mac Pierce. Starting something.
Yeah. We love doing them hashtags, don't we? Alright. Now, it might be one of those things that doesn't translate well. It might look like a cartoon eye, but there's a hair growing across it. But I guess one way that will help give us a clue that there's a hair going across it is to extend the hair past the eye a little bit.
That's always a troublesome thing for me to figure out how to get that light inside that dark right there when it's dark all the way around.
Yeah. I mean, this shadow's ever so slightly lighter towards the top, but again, we can't shade on a scale, so that's I didn't know I saw to talk like that.
I don't either, Jamie.
And Josh Grover says, Charles, often simple in the same show. Is this the right channel? Hashtag no chocolate chips. All right. Yeah, so majority of the detail, this is probably a given, but a majority of the detail is going to be the hair.
Well, Daniel told you how to do it.
Googly eye on it.
Yeah.
You know what's really funny?
Hmm.
I mean, I don't generally, I got out of the habit of looking at subscribers. But you remember how I told you I lost 30?
Yeah.
When I first started December 11th doing live streams, I had 6380 and I dropped down below 6350. And I just looked today, I'm at 6391. So apparently not doing live streams daily helped me.
Well, that's what you ought to do.
Or somebody started a good rumor and got me going again. So I'm creeping up on 6400. Perfect.
Herb Hooper says that the same thing gets him with the shadow. Some of them just drive him crazy.
That's a ripness. Now some of these lines I draw, I'm going to draw them too close, but that's the beauty of doing the computer part is I thicken up some of the lines. I'm trying to get in a better habit of that. Now, I don't know if anybody saw when I was talking about, by the way, did you see those pictures of me in the early 90s?
I did. I have seen some of them, at least one of them before, but somebody asked about, did you and him ever argue about who was in the picture?
Rod Buchanan. Yeah, we actually did that in storage. We found the picture. We argued over who it was. I said, this is in my photo album. It's me.
That's funny.
I loved having a mullet. I didn't even know what a mullet. When I finally found out what a mullet was, I shaved it because I didn't know people were making mullets. And I said, oh, that's pretty funny. By the way, what's a mullet? And I had one. I loved having a mullet because I felt clean cut, but I got to have long hair. Oh, God.
Yeah.
And I did. And looking at those pictures, I looked a lot more like my brother when we were younger than I did.
You did. I was going to say that.
And I love you too, Daniel.
Yeah, he got you on that one, didn't he?
Josh Grover says I need to bring that hairstyle back, and my wife disagrees. I asked her if I could.
Now, that's funny because I've had this long hair for a long time.
Wow.
And all of a sudden now, I'm starting to see more and more older guys letting their hair grow out. And one of them is a brother-in-law of my wife. And he's never had long hair, but all of a sudden now he's growing his out and is a mullet.
My problem is, and I've said this before, I shave my head. I cut my hair for a girl, which I should have never done. I loved my hair long. But I'm starting to thin a little bit on the top. I'm not quite bald, but I'm thinning on the top.
Me too.
Or receding hairlines, so to speak. And I forgot what my point was. Oh, when I go from a shaved head trying to grow my hair out, it looks like Billy Idol on crack. I constantly say that, but that's what makes me reshave it instead of letting it grow out. If I could just sit through the crack phase, I could grow my hair back out. Crack phase. Crack phase.
Daniel said he had a rat tail, and Mac Pierce said he did too.
The rat tail. You remember what a rat tail was?
Held to the no.
Rat tail was when you had one little bit of hair.
Oh shit! Yeah. Sorry about my language again. Been a long time since you've been back.
We got to get in the habit again.
Yeah.
Last time we were on, Sterling Davis just said the ultimate bad word, but there's worse verbs to have.
Hashtag train wreck.
Word.
Yeah.
But it's actually funny how many people miss this train wreck. I missed it too. As much as I like doing live streams, I wanted to be worth the crap to do one.
Well, I'm eating a couple of orange slices. Can y'all hear me?
Every now and then, but not in general now.
Well, quit listening.
Chris Dillon says he's had the same haircut since 1968. That was 2 years before I was born.
Well, I was already 12 years old.
Okay, I'm just jumping around here. Someday I will do a pattern that says, that's simpler than these, but I like the detail. I'm sure y'all noticed that about me. By the way, I am upset with everyone because I've sold maybe one pattern since that last live stream. Just saying. Chris Nealon says he was 10.
In 68. Well, I'm older than you, bud.
I was actually very surprised because I hadn't been keeping up with subscribers, but I thought doing the live streams would attract people, but I actually got more subscribers as far as the trend goes. Being away for so long. That's just weird.
Yeah, it kind of is, huh?
But then I don't want to speak for everybody, but I'll say, quote unquote, we all miss doing the live streams. So I guess I'll start losing subscribers again, but I won't keep looking like I used to.
Yes, you will.
I try not to.
You may not fret over it as much, but
I don't even care that much anymore about when they hold them for review because I don't do it for the money. I do it for the camaraderie and all that crap. We've talked about it. And Josh Grover says, "You notice Charles is not in the shop. He can't find his saw since he cleaned." That's funny right there. Mac Pierce says, "I've been thinking the same thing, Josh. He'll be lost in there for months." Nope. Right this second, I can tell you right where everything is, except for the stuff I haven't put up yet. What I've been working on the last few days. Go ahead.
Y'all better leave him alone. He'll stop doing live streams again for a while.
No, I'm used to
gain a few more subscribers, then he'll come back.
Yeah, if I start turning downwards, I'll quit for another 2 weeks. Feels like an eternity since the last live stream. I forgot what I was talking about.
I have no idea.
What I've been doing the last couple of days, just here and there, is been doing. I don't know if you've seen those magnetic tool holders. Those things are worth their weight in gold. Back when I was making a decent income, I bought a whole bunch of them, so that's helped me out quite a bit.
Chris Nina says he's experimented with spiral blades while you were gone. An old pack of Pegasus blades. He broke several, and they have a new supply, much better.
Pegasus blades are sharper, but they're much more brittle. So
they're very aggressive.
I've had some people try to call me out. Well, you did a video saying they were great. Well, I also did it real time, and I didn't use them long enough to break a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So that was not fake advertising.
Daniel Davis says, I don't know if folks have problems getting Baltic birch ply without ordering it online, but I finally found a lumber yard about an hour away that sells it.
Sweet. I haven't talked to many people at all, aside from occasionally joining the other shows on the chat, because I'm trying to support other people. Moral support,
right. Same here.
So that's where I've seen a few people, but as far as private messenger, I haven't messaged much at all. I get my own little hole when I'm depressed. I don't even know why.
I guess that's what it is.
It is what it is. Okay. I keep talking about the depression. Most of it was not feeling.
Steve Good is in the house. Before you finish that statement,
There's old Steve Good, by God. While it's daytime or evening, Steve, if you want on the panel, let me know. I mean, dagnabbit. We keep talking about it, and I keep forgetting to schedule one with you. But if you got a few minutes, you're welcome to be on the panel here.
Josh told him, "Hey, Master Steve, sound like he's trying to be a Jedi or something."
Master Steve, I would love to have you on the panel. If you would can tolerate me long enough, I won't flirt with you or nothing. We like to joke about that. The first time he did a live stream or something, I think it was on a platform called Ustream. I ran all the women off by flirting.
You want me to send him the link if he's available?
If he's available, most definitely. He's not on Facebook very often, but Steve, that's usually where we send the link to people to get on the panel. So if you can get on Facebook long enough to get the link, I'd love to have you.
He said he won't be here long enough to be on the panel. Okay.
All right, Steve. Well, I deeply appreciate you driving by, sir.
You saved me a little extra effort there, son. Okay.
Ain't good to have you stop by. It's been a while since I've done a live stream. By God, sometimes life gets in the way, and we're all right with that. Someday I need to schedule it with Steve, but yeah, for a while there, I don't even know half the time when I'm going to be doing a live stream, except for maybe 30 minutes to an hour before. I keep seeing little pieces of debris on the camera on my desk, and it keeps here.
Let me ask Steve a question. Steve, are you going to be coming to the Houston Woodworking Show?
He is not. I saw.
Oh, he's not?
So on the blog post, he is not going to be able to make it.
Okay. I hadn't seen it. Mac Pierce, two of the best right here in the same place.
By God.
Well, God dog. Now I feel like crap.
Well, he might have been talking about you. You.
No, he didn't say that when I came on. Guess my last name is Good. It might be all right.
Even if Steve Good wasn't involved in scroll sawing, he's a dang good guy. He's just, he's not fake. He's genuine. He's always there to help. He tolerates a heck of a lot more than I do.
Yes, he is. He's a fine gentleman.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Looks like he got a super chat.
He's even finer right now, I tell you what. Hey, right now.
See you later, Steve.
Right now, he's Steve Good looking. Thank you.
I wonder how many times he's been told that.
Thank you very much, Steve Good. I appreciate. Well, Chris Cute, I joke about that all the time.
Oh yeah, I got him. That's him too. Yeah.
Really appreciate you dropping by, Steve Good. It's always a treat when you drop in. And thank you for the super chat. For those that don't know, a super chat is if you're watching on YouTube, there's a little dollar sign. You click on that and choose whatever amount, and then it goes to the AdSense of whoever's channel it is. And that's always awesome. Never required, but always awesome. All right. Daniel Davis says, if anyone doesn't mind saying, what do y'all pay for a sheet of 5x5 Baltic birch ply?
So 5x5 Baltic birch ½ is the only one I can get locally. I pay about $25.
That's not bad at all.
No, it's not.
That's pretty darn thick.
That's a cabinet shop. Local cabinet shop. They have hardwoods in there.
I would love to have a cabinet shop. I'd be living in their dumpster though.
I tried. I went over there and asked him, and he said the only things they throw away is about slices of 2-inch thick wood.
Yeah, because everything
they're only 2 inches wide. You know.
Yeah, they can use drawer fronts and drawer bottoms and all kinds of stuff. So they don't have a whole lot left. It was pretty cool seeing Steve Good, by God. Not that any of y'all are less important. It's just neat to see the scroll saw royalty. Now,
which Charles Deering is one, so I don't know what he's talking about. There you go, buddy. That was for you.
I paid you for the last compliment, Dagny. Hello.
I know it.
I appreciate that. Hello, Lawrence Aldridge. Joseph Sokolowski says, hi, Charles. Found a few patterns that I'm planning on purchasing from your website. I'm wondering if you take PayPal. I don't see on your site if you do or do not. Yes, sir, I do. And in fact, if you're ever on the site, and this is for anybody, yes, PayPal is how you can pay. Once you're in the cart, that's how you can do PayPal. But since that super chat happened, I'll go ahead and throw it out there too. There's also a donate button on every page of the website, and that's just in case you go there, don't see any patterns you want, but you want to quote unquote give back. That's how you can do it there. There's a donate button, but yes, it's all through PayPal. Thank you for asking, sir.
Dan said you got a 1/4 inch sheet Baltic birch and it's under $11. That's not a bad price.
No, such is no.
You know, I'm not sure on that one, but I know on the 5x5 1/2 inch stick, there are absolutely no voids in that whatsoever. That's why I get it.
Yeah, going to a lumber yard, you're going to do much better than a big box store.
Yeah, the big box stores, their prices are sky high compared to what I get it for, and their quality is crap.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah,
First quality but higher price. That'll get everybody right.
If that 1/4 inch sheet, 5x5 is has no voids in it, that's a real good price.
I believe, for the sake of trying to put up stuff out there for people, again, I'm terrible at keeping up with people's girls with their videos, but I think the last video Sterling Davis did was kind of an art. I don't remember whose design it was, but it was a kind of an artistic koi fish. They're kind of
in I saw that. Yeah,
split among 4 different panels.
Yeah,
I know 3 panels is called a triptych. I don't know what 4 panels is called, but it's pretty neat. One of those simple yet elegant looking.
Right. Yeah,
I say that. Simple. I don't mean to minimize it. I'm saying simple when compared to.
Well, the idea of it is simple, but the what do you call that? The actual doing of the project.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and what it turns out to be is pretty cool.
I guess compared to a Charles Deering style detail, you could call it simple, but that's not a derogatory term when I say it.
No, huh?
Okay. I'm picking and choosing which hairs to include here. Some of the little bitty ones I just ignore.
Yeah, Daniel, all the places like Home Depot, they do have birch ply, but it's not Baltic birch ply. And even if you get a 1/4 inch piece from one of those places, usually in a 2x2 or 2x4 size, it's got voids all through it. It's not scrollable quality.
I don't know if the gods are trying to tell me something, but I just got a text message about CBD. That was random. Blocked. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your on-topic conversation.
That's all right. You know, once in a while I try to stay on topic, and you want to derail me.
And I messed it up. I got it. That's how I roll. Hello, Jim Murrow. Jim Murrow, hello. Watching over on Facebook. And I believe Lawrence is talking about the frame Josh did for the.
That was a damn good looking frame. Sorry about my French again. You know, but I live by Cajuns. I can't help it.
It's all right. Damn is said on kids show these days.
Pretty much is. Danny said he didn't like the look of the birch ply, the ones at the big box store.
Well, I think birch ply is just boring grain. I like, the maple has subtle grains, but it doesn't rob the
right.
The I don't know what the heck I'm trying to say because words aren't my friend.
Then that pattern I just carved, that Jesus pattern.
That was gorgeous.
Thank you. If people were asking me what kind of wood that is, and I said it's cherry.
I thought it might be.
It doesn't look a whole lot like the cherry that I'm used to seeing when I buy it. I bought this at the same place I get the other wood at, and it's a little different hue to it. But when you put the Danish oil on it, it pops out as cherry.
Did you make that for somebody?
That was actually made on spec, just to see if somebody wanted it.
I would love to have that.
Well, you give me $100, you can have it.
and that's where the conversation ended, Your Honor. No, I'm not. Well, you said if somebody wants it. I didn't know. I didn't stop thinking. Yeah, he's trying to make a living too. My God.
Yeah, no. This one is actually what I'm doing with this one. Before I retired, there was a Christian-based company on my route, and we got to be pretty good friends. They treated me right, and and stuff like that. And I made a thing for them before I retired. I made it for them, and it was a one of those. I took a circle that you get over there at the big box store. It's a tabletop.
Yeah, tabletop. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those 20-inch or 18-inch, I think it was, and I did a pattern in that for them, and I debated on what I was going to use for the center of the pattern. But on the outside, I put circles around it, and I framed the outside in circles so I could put the name of the company at the top, and the names of everybody around it that worked there.
Mm-hmm.
And in the center, I was going with something else, and all of a sudden, it made me stop, and something made me stop, and I thought, well, I'm gonna put the Tree of Life in there, and so that's what I did. I put the Tree of Life in it, and I gave it to him. It was stained, a walnut stain, and then I carved everything out so that the text and all in the Tree of Life were natural wood. And so the next day I went back to him, and the big boss came in and saw it. And he said, "You would not believe how on time this is." I said, "What do you mean?" He said that I'm just finishing up my second book, and he's an author as well as a Christian guy, and they sell all kinds of Christian items all over the world. And he said, "You wouldn't believe it, but the Tree of Life figures prominently in his second book." And I said, "Well, it's kind of funny because the Tree of Life was not my first choice of what to put there." And I just said, all of a sudden, I had just a change of heart, and that's what I put in it. I said, "That must have been the hand of God saying this is what needs to be there."
Yeah, sure. I was about to say, not to make light of what you're talking about, but they are talking about Nashville, and our thoughts and prayers are going out to.
Oh yeah.
In Tennessee that had tornado damage, and I believe between 22 and 25 people have lost their lives due to it, which is sad.
Yeah.
But if any of y'all are in Tennessee, I hope you are able to recuperate.
Right. Yeah, I had some friends that were over there, and they marked themselves safe. So we didn't know what had happened. Wife was asking me about it. I said, "I don't know." Then I found out there was a tornado around there in Nashville area, I think.
Yeah, I believe Nashville. I was working on the shop.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, I get back to my story before Charles interrupted me for a good cause. I gave that to him, and he went to telling me about it. And I said, I had to be a act of God to make me change my mind at the last minute to put something else in. And I went over there the other day because I saw one of the ladies out to eating supper one night, and I talked to her. And she said that you need to come out. We moved. So I went over there, and I talked to the guy that owns the place, and I showed him some things, and said, maybe we get you to do some things for us so they can possibly sell, I expect. And so that's what one of the Jesus patterns that I have that I like a lot. And I have more than that, but that's one I really do like. So I made it, and I'm going to try to take it over there to them, let them take a look at it and see what they think.
I love it. And not to minimize my joke about, getting it from you, but it's well worth 100 or more.
Yeah.
I would probably get it as a gift for my in-laws. They missionary. They go around building churches.
Oh, is that right? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is definitely well worth 100. Daniel Davis says he's in Tennessee, but around 40 minutes or so south of Nashville. Glad you made it through, Daniel. And yeah, we got bad weather coming into our area tonight. I think the most we're going to get is hail as far as the worst of it. But they said there's a chance of a tornado, but not a high one. So if I suddenly go dark, it's not my laptop this time because this is the desktop.
Yeah, Lawrence has got more coming in his area as well.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have gotten rain, but we didn't have any today.
We got very minimal rain today.
We're supposed to have been 50% coverage, and we didn't get a drop. We're in the good side.
I don't even necessarily look at the weather anymore. I just look at the sky. It looks like it could rain. And all sorts
Well,
of
you
stuff.
know, me with force of habit, that's the only thing I really cared to watch on the news was the weather. When I was working, I had to know what the weather was when I was working.
Yeah. Know how to dress.
Yes, sir. Couldn't wear my culottes.
You'd have to wear your prairie thong in cold weather.
Oh Lord, have you seen that stuff on Facebook? I saw it last night. They got this new bathing suit for men.
Oh God.
And all it does is cover up your genitals, and then it slides around to the backside, and they never show the back. I'm sure it's a thong cover or something along those lines. But it's the most ridiculous looking thing I've seen in a long time.
A lot of stuff they put on fashion shows that I wouldn't wear to a funeral. Nothing else. Hello, Thomas Cook. Long time no talk. That time you joined one of these live streams. And Josh Grover over in Northwest Illinois said we were supposed to get snow, even though we had 60 degrees yesterday. That's kind of similar to Texas weather.
Kind of, sort of, huh?
Good to see you, Thomas Cook, over on Facebook, by the way.
Yeah, we got up to 77 today.
Yeah, it got a little warm. I was doing burn barrel crap. This time I wasn't burning any woodwork, but.
Well, I chopped some trees down behind my shop, and I got into something back there. My legs I've been chewing up on this stinking leg, man. I don't know what got me, but it looks like little bitty bug bites or something. I didn't see any bugs. I've been scratching like the devil.
I'm sorry. You got ticks?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Not ticks, but might be chiggers.
Chiggers, yep. I don't know what the technical name for them is. I don't know if chigger is a South term or what, but
that's all he ever called them.
Hartnell Media has joined us. When you put in the hashtag, this is his way of saying, hey, I'm here. Thank you, Steve Nealon of Hartnell Media, a maker-based websites. I'm pretty sure he'll do dang near any website, but started out doing maker websites. He can clarify that. Tommy Mater, watching over on Facebook. Hello, sir. He says, I don't see how you trace your patterns like that. I've tried tracing. My lines are wobbly and ends up looking like a first grader with difficult to follow lines.
You know, I agree with him. I've told you this before, that on your videos of how you do what you do, I try to copy the same thing. That damn rhinoceros you did way back. I try to copy that, and I look at mine and I look at yours and I say, what the heck is wrong with mine?
Well, see, in a way, that shot myself in the foot because I wanted to help people, but I'm hearing from you and what Tommy Mater just said. I thought it was a given, you know how to do it, but maybe I'm just underselling myself. I don't know, but I didn't want to be stingy. I wanted to show people how I do it. And I watch
your video as you're doing it. I watch. Mm-hmm. Okay, then I get the same one, and I try to remember what you were doing, and I try to copy them lines, and man, mine looks crappy. I'm getting better. I got to say, I'm getting a little bit better.
Well, I guess the easy answer would be practice, Tommy. You just want to get used to doing it. You'll also notice sometimes when I'm tracing a line, I'm doing this because I used to draw, so it's kind of like a sketch instead of just dragging the pen. Thomas Cook. The reason why I brought you on camera, Thomas Cook wanted to know who I was talking with. That is Russ Meadows, Rusty Nails with a Z on the social
let me put it where in the right spot. There we go.
I got it.
Still can't point worth
it. Want to tell people where they can find you on social media?
Rusty Nails with a Z, Wood Shop, Facebook, Instagram, and a little bit of YouTube. Only one, and it's not worth looking at.
So far, someday he's going to knock me out of the water. And if you think he's pretty, go to his actual personal profile, Russ Meadows.
Here we go again. Boy, that Charles and that long hair. God dang, man. Here, Charles, look.
He's going to go shave his head, and I'll never talk to him again. That's our Mohawk, Russ. Josh Grover says, instead, we had 5 drops of rain. That was it. That's about what we got here. Let me catch up on the comments.
Daniel's leaving us.
Tag Nabbit. Josh Grover says, I can't draw a straight line, let alone trace a straight line. I use a straight edge or a ruler, whatever you want to call it. You know, these help a lot with straight lines. Just throwing that out there. Thomas Cook says, nice to meet you, or nice to meet up. I don't know which one he meant, but I cover all kinds of typos.
Russ is the man. He is pretty. By God, you know you're right.
Pretty no good at it. I tell you what. Okay, don't choke. Okay. Lawrence Aldridge says, my straight lines look like an Indy 500 racetrack, by God. And I appreciate you being here, Daniel. And Herb Hooper says, I couldn't trace a straight line if my wife was doing it. All right.
I agree with that.
All right, I'm going to take your pretty face off there so we don't get too distracted.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
My God.
Where were you?
I'm wearing the hair here. Not that we were watching me. We were talking. Which is all right. But, you know, these things go for a while sometimes. All right, so I'm just going to jump back into it. If y'all have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them out there. I haven't said that in a while. Got out of practice. Because sometimes I take for granted people know what I'm doing. Like in the beginning, I was of doing pattern live streams. I was telling everybody every move I made and why I made it.
Leonard Davis says he's glad to see you back at it.
Glad to be back, Leonard, and appreciate you being here.
Leonard.
Yeah, I caught myself. But I was trying to say it funny, but not necessarily a Russ Clarity dig. It was just.
Yeah, I know. Josh asked, do you know what you're doing?
I'm sitting here waiting for all the abuse. I mean, maybe it's been so long, people don't have the heart to dog me yet.
It's all been pent up, man. They was chomping at the bit to get after you.
Yeah, and it's funny, in the beginning, Josh Grover wore on me. I actually wrote to him, I said, sarcasm is fine, but can we mix it up a little bit, throw in a little niceties or whatever? And then ever since, he's actually been tolerable. That's actually a compliment, Josh. I don't know how the hell it came out.
John Leonard says he's glad to see you're still horsing around.
Yeah,
No, I guess that was a pun intended, huh?
I see what you did there, Sparky.
Now, why is Harnell Media putting that hashtag in there again? We already knew he was here.
That might have been a temptation of Babylon Monkey, because I stopped doing. Because I think that's when he first started doing the hashtag, was hashtag Babylon Monkey. Yeah, now for those that just joining, I'm not going to do every single teeny tiny hair. Y'all can probably see that. I don't know. But, and I'm trying to draw them slightly thicker than you see them. And it's been way too long.
Chris said he's back and he just bought 2 patterns. Hope he can actually cut them out.
Yay, thank you.
By God, now you can stop eating that cardboard, buddy.
Well, I at least put sugar on it or something. Thank you, Chris.
I would have went with salt and pepper myself.
Harnell Media says I was being nice. That's his way of saying he's biting his tongue, or his texting. Anyway, Tommy Mater says, I need to get you cut your Rooster Cogburn on the horse. Can I cut that on 1/8 Baltic birch? You can cut it on whatever you want, sir, even a slice of cheese if you want to.
There you go, by God. I'd love to see you dig video of that, though.
Yep, that would be entertaining and tasty.
And he says he wants to triple stack it.
Oh, we'll go on with it, baby.
My God, that's what you're paying me for, and you keep taking my show.
Yeah. And I'm running a special. If you buy 1 pattern, I'll let you buy a whole bunch more if you want to. So. That's some good stuff right there. I'm going to tell you what.
Now, here's something I don't understand. Lawrence Aldridge said, I enlarged my patterns I got. Hope to get some more this month. But you enlarged the patterns you got from Charles?
You have to be able to cut them.
You have to shrink them to be able to cut them comfortably.
No, you have to enlarge them. It's cutting them comfortably.
Oh, no, Charles. I've had experience with that. I had your Beatles, and it was 4 foot wide by 4 foot tall when I got it.
Well, okay, that's what you meant. But I think he means in order to be able to cut them, he has to enlarge them. And then Thomas Cook is another one of those guys that's always funny. He says, I'm a fat man. I ain't letting no one waste cheese on my watch. I love me some cheese.
I do too, buddy.
I think that's why that idea popped into my head. I like me some cheese. I used to eat the crap out of Velveeta, but it's too dang expensive.
Yeah, but it makes some good cheese dip.
Oh, you ain't lying.
There's sausage in there. There's some rhubarb.
Lord have mercy.
That's what I'm talking about.
I tell you what.
I'm gonna tell you good yet.
Tell you go, yeah, man. Why I turned from Cajun
You went
to
to Jamaican, by God.
Jamaican is not Cajun. What did I do
You
there?
went from Cajun to Jamaican. I don't know how you made that jump.
Well, I am Charles Daring. I smell like an ashtray, but I'm a nice guy.
And there you are, folks. You've heard it there.
Yeah, and then they went quiet.
Well, there's nothing more to say.
Well, there's always more to say, baby.
Oh!
What was that? Did you step on the damn nail?
Stepped on the cat's tail.
Oh! That was just random as hell.
Lawrence said he printed on 11 by 17. Came in about the size of 4 by 6 or 5 by 7. And I don't hardly believe that. I've never seen a pattern of Charles's that small.
Well, if you take out all the detail, you can put it on a postage stamp. Oh, instead of Jamaican, Tommy Mater says that was Cajun. That's funny right there. He spelled Cajun wrong, but I can
He
read
sure
it.
did. He sure spelled it wrong.
Josh Grover says, thought you haven't seen Penelope lately. And
I
Thomas
said Penelope is a rabbit now. I said cat. Well,
Thomas,
Josh Grover, I don't know where he goes when he goes, but he don't come back in the right head.
Thomas Cook said, you so salt food. You start calling and I'm dead. I'm in heaven. Well, I do have some adult natured scroll saw patterns. They're R-rated, but not X. I did actually do an X-rated custom pattern once. I mean, that's as far as I'll go with that. But I'll do patterns of anything for people. But some things you just can't show on the YouTube, be there.
Yes, sir. Lawrence said his came in on his mobile phone. He downloaded them on the mobile phone.
All right.
Oh, the skunk. He's never in the right in the head, he said.
Well, none of us are. That's why we're here. By God. We have 12 people watching. If y'all have any comments or questions, throw them on out there. If I don't know the answer, somebody in the chat probably does.
It's a big 10-4.
If it's about cheese, especially.
Chris Nealon says we need a skunk pattern. You probably have one.
No, actually, I don't. But
no skunks.
sorry, I messed up your segue there.
Penelope isn't soup yet. No, it's not. Well, I haven't found him, so I couldn't say. It might have been soup for somebody else's pot, but not mine.
Penelope is the girl.
Mm-hmm.
You said him.
Did I?
Yep.
I most certainly did not.
You said
run it back. Run it back.
You said I haven't found him. I guarantee at least one other person heard it.
Yeah.
Unless they have the sound turned
I'm
down.
Generically speaking, men and women as humankind, they call that man.
That's true. Well, you said him.
Well, it's man.
Look at him backtracking.
All right, now let's get off on a tangent now.
Thomas. Tommy, yeah, that's funny right there. You can read it if you want to.
I don't need to repeat that one, but it is funny.
No, I'll repeat it. Tommy Mater says, Thomas Cook, I was cutting on a pattern yesterday and I cut the cheese. That's funny right there. That's how I exhale, so I can relate.
Penelope soup with cheese.
That's funny.
I can see Penelope soup with grilled cheese.
Y'all love to talk about food when I'm working on a dang.
Yeah, man. I just had some chips and cheese dip a while ago myself.
Chippers?
Chippers. Lawrence says he's seen two on the side of the road. Skunks, they was killed over. Chris Nealon, mating season for skunks. Everybody laugh out loud. Watch out.
Well, I'm going to keep up on the showers there, I tell you what. Thank you, Brian Richards. Long time no see. Thank you.
I just had a thought in my head that I probably should not say. when they said about
most of the thoughts in my head. Go ahead.
Well, Chris Nina said mating season for skunks. I just had a thought pop in my head, and I think I'm gonna keep it to myself. But I'll tell you after the live show.
You can go ahead and say it. Just
No, I better not. I better.
All
not.
right.
I better not.
If Russ is not sure if he should say it, it's probably pretty bad.
It had to do with skunks and sex with skunks, between the skunks.
Okay.
Not
okay. Yeah, that's funny.
Two skunks.
Between the
Let's
skunks,
leave it
not
there.
the skunk, dagnabbit.
Let's leave it there.
See, you knew with this crowd that you had to clarify that it was not you and a skunk.
Yes, I did.
Everybody's talking about these roadkill skunks. I haven't seen a skunk in a while. Of course, I haven't been out. Tommy Mater says it makes me think of that song, Dead Skunk in the Middle of the Road.
That's a good song.
Doesn't ring a bell.
5 killed skunks within a half a mile going to work. Steve, I'm glad you cleared that up.
Yeah, because if you had, somebody had gone there.
I know it. I figured Josh would be the first one that would say something.
That's funny right there. There's actually not a whole lot left on this first half.
Brian Richards says he just trapped 2 skunks at his house.
Good lordy.
What'd you do with them?
Probably let them go somewhere in the neighbor's yard. And he shot it with a BB gun so the neighbor's dog would shut up. He didn't shoot the neighbor's dog. He shot the skunk to upset it and make it poop.
Leonard Davis said, Charles, I used the carbon paper transfer method last week. Took a little while, but worked great.
Outstanding, sir. I'm glad I could help. Or I'm glad the carbon paper, you know what I mean.
Brian says he took the skunks out of his neighborhood. I don't blame you, but by God, how'd you get away from the smell? Because I know they had to gas you. I had a friend of mine when I was just out of high school. I went working in an oil field, and my foreman was about 3-4 years older than me, and he found himself on the way home. He found himself a baby skunk, and that was been left to fend for itself. So he went over there and he picked it up and brought it home, took it to the vet, and had him de-sacked. And kept that thing for a pet.
I knew how you meant that. But can you want to clarify that so people don't
Oh, man, come on. They took the stink sack out. He kept it for a pet.
He was not neutered. He
wasn't neutered. He was not neutered. He just took the smell sack out.
The smell sack.
So he couldn't spray anybody, He couldn't spray no more because he stunk. Even the little baby ones can stink you.
And real quickly, Josh Grover says, put them in the neighbor's car engine compartment. Brian Richards, to clarify, so it didn't spray him, he put a sheet over the trap. And Chris Nealon's asking how you wash that furry thong.
Oh, Lord.
Leonard Davis said, took him to the in-laws.
Yeah, that would be good if you're not in good terms.
Stink sack, that's funny right there.
I've learned that I've been away for a while. And I have to watch what I'm saying around these guys.
Yeah, sure. All right. Sometimes when I'm working on a detailed thing like this, I'll change how much of it I want to work on because I get tired of tracing all these little hairs. But it's worth it in the end. I'm not going to do every single hair, but by God, let's do it.
I'm going to tell you, by the time you get done with it, it's going to look outstanding, and you're going to want to cut the thing.
Eventually. I still got to finish them riders in front of the barn. That was live stream number 57 on February 15th.
Brian Richards asked, how do you know where to put the shade cutout part?
There again, practice. I cut I cut the shadows and the dark parts, or I trace the shadows and dark parts. It's just a matter of getting used to what to trace and what not to. It's part of it's up to you. And I wish I could give a better answer, but I'm not good at doing that. On my instructional downloadable videos on woodenvisions.com, good segue. You would think I paid them to ask that. I do a better job than I'm doing right now of explaining why I'm doing what I'm doing, and it might help answer your question better than I can. Now, this is an example of all these hairs you see in there. I'm not going to include them, but I am going to include that one just to add to the swoop. You're welcome, sir. If I answered your question. But yeah, I do have, I think, 6 downloadable instruction videos on how to make your own scroll saw patterns on paper. I'm not teaching the computer part on there. I'm just showing it. I have to clarify that because somebody bought one of my videos and was upset that I didn't teach the computer part. Well, it says on the title of the thing, on paper. Go ahead.
Brian said he's going to check that video out. You have to buy it. You have to buy them?
Yeah, it's only $14.95.
Worth the money if you need to learn how to do it like he does.
Yeah, it's worth the money, man. It's only groceries you can't get. I'm the same way. No matter how bad I need something, you know, sometimes adulting and priorities get in the way of the fun
For
stuff.
sure. Steve put the link in the chat. But he's on Facebook. He may not see it.
Oh, Brian Richards. It doesn't cost anything if you want to go on YouTube. Well, I can't copy and paste because it just gives me the option to either show or hide. That is the link if you want to write it down or get an idea. Or you can, if you want to get on YouTube, it doesn't cost anything. You just got to create an account and you'll be able to comment and see the comments. Well, you can be able to see the comments anyway. Thank you, Steve Nealon.
Chris Newland said, just noticed I'm 10 minutes behind the stream. Time to fast forward. Yeah, you better get with it, buddy.
Brian Richards says, I do need to learn to love cutting it out, but making patterns are the hardest part. And Brian Richards says, awesome. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Diddly. All right, where are we at?
Oh, making patterns aren't that hard at all.
Little stanky. Actually, well, once you get the hang of how to make them, rest of it's time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely time consuming.
But you have to get the picture that you're looking to make a pattern from. It has to be the right kind of picture. It has to be as close up as possible, as clear as possible. And makes it a whole lot easier because if you can't see something, you can't put it in.
Yep, and digital works better than physical photographs. But sometimes you're at the mercy of somebody has passed and all you have is a Polaroid. You know, you just got to, the customer needs to know I can only cut what I can say.
I heard Cooper's going to disagree with me. Cut his mic. We can't have him disagreeing with me.
He's going to whoop you in the hind end. They'd make me out behind the woodshed.
All right, Hoop. Let me tell me what you're going to disagree with me on.
Josh Grover says making a pattern so it looks good afterwards is my hard part. We all seen me butcher a couple, dagnabbit. They don't always come out nice.
Yeah, because usually he only shows you the good ones.
He ain't lying. I can't wait to see what Herb says how he's going to whoop you in the hind end.
That's what I'm wondering. Well, he's going to have to run fast to catch me, by God.
Anybody watching this in the future, first of all, thank you for watching. But he didn't actually say anything about whooping him in the hind end. I'm just trying to be funny because it's what I do. Okay. Now, you'll notice on this one, I didn't do all that curly Q crap. I just did kind of a swoop. Unfortunately, Herb types a little slow, so we have
I'm waiting, her.
Come on, Herb.
I'm gonna give you a little bit more time. Then I'll PM you on Facebook.
Hopefully, it's worth waiting for. We waited all that time for that.
Yeah. Oh, it's not hard. If you don't have anything to do and your day is boring, just get out a pattern and start tracing the doggone thing.
Well, you tracing a pattern's easy, but making
tracing a picture, making a picture. You know what I mean?
Well,
you must be talking to my wife. Y'all are some nitpicking son of a gun.
Well, it can be hard. I think you're just trying to be nice, but it can be harder than I'll get at. I tell you what.
Yeah, it can. But you know, when you're doing the lights and shadows, you know, you got to do what you got to do.
Getting used to. Here comes Herb.
All right, making that pattern that I showed you drove me nuts. I was just agreeing you making pattern for a not easy. Well, I have to say that that pattern that you did was pretty stinking good. There was just a couple of things that I saw that I would have done a little differently than you did around his nose, but all in all, that pattern was outstanding.
I'm laughing at what Lawrence Aldridge said, if you wanted to read that.
The difference between a good carpenter and a bad one is the good one can cover his mistakes. In Charles' case, he shows them being burned.
So I was embarrassed at first when I did the live stream and I couldn't get the pattern to come out right, but that's me showing y'all my human side.
Yeah.
Contrary to popular belief, I am human.
I see there, even the masters can screw up sometimes.
Yeah, just ask Russ.
That's right, and I'm not a master. I'm just a guy on the interwebs. That's all.
You're just what?
I'm just a guy on the interwebs. I'm just in your computer. Don't worry about me. I'm nobody.
Just wipe that virus off your computer.
I did last night.
Yeah, speaking of that, I need to clean my tower. I got brown fuzz all over it.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, it's not. It's one of those good intention things. We are almost done with the first half, which is here over. Diddly.
I'm just the voices that Josh hears in his head. Yep, that's true.
And that's why he got caught stabbing himself with an ice pick in the head.
He says he guesses he'll show the master tomorrow. Herb, I guess you haven't shown your pattern to Charles yet, Herb?
Probably because I don't talk to people much. I don't know.
Well, it was a pretty nice pattern that he did, like of an Indian of some type. I'm not sure where.
You know, I'm actually surprised. Horses are one of my favorite types of patterns to make, but I actually don't sell a whole lot of the scroll saw patterns that are horses.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because I think they're gorgeous animals.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I'm just biased. You know, same reason there's a lot of themes I make that not everybody's into.
Well, the particular pattern that Herb is talking about was very detailed. A lot of detail in it.
Oh.
Yeah. It was a nice pattern. He did a good job.
I hate detail, so hopefully I can tolerate
I know it. You suck at the detail.
We'll let them compliments flow out of your mouth tonight,
that's that check you sent me. It bounced. Brian Richard said, horses look nice, but the hair can be a pain. Boy, don't you know it.
Well, and this is the ultimate pain hair. Anyway,
it is. It sure is.
I did it because I loved how the hair was flowing, or wavy, if you ask Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, he's referring to curling.
Chris said, I just bought a Spock pattern and a butterfly. Wish me luck.
Well, thank you. and good luck. Shouldn't hurt to be too hard, by God.
Tommy Mater came over with the big boys. He said he came to YouTube.
Aw.
Everybody's telling him hello.
Why didn't I see them? Oh, okay. I see. He was right above Chris Nealon. Okay. Good to see you, Mr. Mater. By the way, it looks like his name is Tom Meador, Meador, but it's pronounced Mater. He told me that. All right. Russ will not be with us for a little bit. He's on the phone talking to one of his girlfriends. Apparently she hung up on him, so he's about to be back. You're still muted, Russ, by the way.
I know. I was on the phone.
Was that one of your women?
Yeah, my daughter.
You sicko. Just kidding.
I know. Don't call me perv. Yeah, she'll be here in a minute. I'll have to cut loose in a minute, but I don't think it'll take too long.
All right.
Josh says probably was a nurse for Penelope. I don't know. I haven't found Penelope, so I don't know if she needs a nurse or not.
Mac Pierce is wondering how you keep track of all your girlfriends.
Oh, I thought he was talking about you. Okay, I better read that again.
Well, have you seen me lately? I don't. I have to pay people to even talk to me.
Tommy says, actually, it's pronounced exactly like my last name. Meadows. Metter.
You told me Mater.
Not Mater, but Metter. I was wondering about that.
Well, dang it. Tom made me look like an idiot. I'm just kidding. I don't need any help usually looking like an idiot. Hello, Murray. Happerkamp. That's probably a German last name. My last name is German. Well, I don't believe you've been on one of these live streams, but I appreciate you being here, Murray. All this time, Mater. Tom, I thought you said it was pronounced Mater, like the tow truck in Cars movie, dagnabbit. Here I was trying to look all smart. Okay, it's Metter. All right. Dagnabbit. All right, I was right. His last name is German, dagnabbit. See, I figured that out all by myself. All right, we are almost done with this first half. Now, in some ways, doing a scroll saw pattern is like drawing, and before y'all say, duh, what I mean is, when you're drawing, the way to draw is you're not actually drawing hair, you're drawing the shadows around it, and that suggests that hair that's coming through there. Does that make any sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, good, because I'm not good at Tom Metter. I always catch myself. He says, Wesley probably told you that. You probably ain't wrong. I could have sworn it was you, dag blabbit. Now I feel like an idiot. All this time I've been calling him Mater. I just blame it on my hick accent, by God.
Wesley didn't finish the 5th grade.
I couldn't even spell 5th grade. I remember my 5th grade teacher used to pick his nose, didn't even hide it. And then he'd flick them. That's a sick little son. And his name was Mr. Minke, M-E-N-K-E. Yeah.
Josh says, Mac, we must be in the wrong channel. Charles keeps using words like simple, off, and other non-Charles words.
Well, I ain't been here in a while. I got the corona. I'm kidding. Don't start the rumors.
Ryan asked, how do you put shadows, where is it, in if there are none on the pattern?
You make them up? I don't know how to answer that. That's sort of what I do if I have an idea of which way the hair is flowing. There's Mr. John Cousins.
Yes,
Mr.
sir,
John Cousins. You want over here on the panel because Russ is going to leave as soon as his girlfriend and daughter gets there. I'm just kidding you. That came out wrong. Sorry about that, Russ. All jokes aside, I'm sorry. Didn't mean that the way it sounded. John, want to, yeah, because Russ is about to head on out for his daughter, and by God, I need me a Canuck to.
I'll send you the link, John, if you want to be on.
By the way, anybody that has a webcam and a mic is welcome to be on the panel. It's not favoritism. But there are times I do regret when I have 50,000 people on the panel because it gets pretty chaotic, and sometimes Russ can't get a word in edgewise.
And that was only with 2 people on the panel.
Yeah, it was me and an old friend. That's not to say Russ is the only one who can be a co-host. It's just, you know what I mean, Dag Nevitt. And he's working. Dag Levitt.
All right. Well, I'll be back after a while.
Well, all right. We appreciate you dropping by.
All right, so y'all be good. If you can't, be fast.
My God, or be good at it.
Yeah.
All right. Russ Meadows has officially left us. His thumbnail is no longer at the bottom of the screen. Lawrence Aldridge says, Charles, we thought you fell off the end of the earth. You know it's flat. LOL. Yeah, I haven't been around in a while. God. Ooh, Diet Dr. Pepper vanilla flavor actually sounds kind of good, but I ain't a fan of the diet stuff. It don't work. If you drink a barrel of it, it don't make you lose weight no quicker. Hell, half the time they talk about the chemicals inside those diet drinks. You're so close to being done with this half. I'm just saying. I think that's going to be one of them party patterns. I don't think we'll have any issues like I do with some other patterns. Russ will probably be back if I know Russ. I'm just doing one last double check, make sure I've traced everything I want to trace, then I'll show you what it looks like without the picture over it, and then we'll do the other half. I'm going to go ahead and add one little line there, just because I can. All right. Again, the photographer's name is Tony Stromberg. Yeah, it's one of my favorite themes to make patterns out of, but they don't sell as well as I thought they would. But I thought everybody in the world thought horses are pretty. Yeah, I might have missed a hair or two. Thank you, Josh, for your concern. I think we can get by without a couple of them hairs there. And I'm going to save this tape because we'll be taping down the other half. I can usually only get about 2 tapings done with per strip of tape. Otherwise, it'll not stick very well. And then I stick it on the front of my desk here. Right next to all my buggers and chewing gum. Yes, I'm sick. I'm tracing on a piece of glass, sir. Tommy Medler. Yeah, I trace on glass so that I don't have to deal with texture. Because if I was tracing directly on the desk where all these scratches and crap are, the pen could, bump over a scratch on the table or a dent or something like that. So that's why I use pitch glass. Murray says, have you done any cowboy scenes with a chuck wagon? Yes, sir, I have. As a matter of fact, maybe not a whole lot of cowboys, but I think there's at least one cowboy with a chuck wagon. If it helps you any. Hopefully you can find it. There should be a search bar on every page of the pattern section of the website. Look up chuck wagon or just the word wagon. Maybe help it. I don't know. I know I got the pattern. I just don't know what to find it under because that would be way too prepared. Yeah, that's another one of my favorite themes is Western and Native American. By God, I can't pick a favorite. All right. Now, to make this look plumb nifty, we're going to put up drawing next to the pattern. It's Says he'll look for it like, oh, I forgot to check out the carbon paper. I teased y'all. I'm plumb sorry. Alrighty, Murray. I always move my fingernails the day after I clip them. It's so quiet. Yeah, I know y'all, when it gets quiet, y'all are doing something wrong. And there you go. Look at that. Look at that. I'm telling you, it's going to be pretty. Ignore all the little squigglies over there. That's what one half of it looks like, and by God, we're going to do the other half. That's a bag of bull stinky right there, Josh. He says, not us. We never cause trouble. Lawrence Aldridge says, I watched the seconds Sunday and really enjoyed it. Yeah, that's a good movie. Sam Elliott, Tom Selleck, and that other fella. All right. Brian Richard says, gentlemen, thank you for tonight. Until next time, thanks for the help. You're welcome, Brian, and appreciate you dropping by. Steve Combs says, very nice, and thank you. God. And I'm cutting off this excess so I can tape it up next to the other half while we're working on it, so I'll know what lines to continue and which ones to ignore. We have 18 people watching. If y'all have any comments or questions, feel free to throw them out there. Lawrence Aldridge says we step right in the middle. By God, that's what we do. And you got to talk funny or you can't make patterns. I'm just kidding there. All right. Where we at? Get a clean sheet of paper there, Goober. Oh, there you go. Well, slap me, silly, call me Willie. Mine turns out like crap. He didn't probably say it like that, but it sounded funny. That was Tommy Matter. All this time I thought it was Mater. Man, I feel like an idiot. I always expose the bottom side and the side so I can line up the clean sheet or the picture on top of it without going off the edge of the side of the paper there. Leonard Davis says, all right, catch y'all another night. Appreciate you being here, Leonard. Good night, John Boy. And the reason why I'm taping this down, number one, I tape them all down so they don't move. Number two is because it pulls the paper taut. And I dropped the other half that I just traced. I don't want it to get all dirty. I don't know if y'all can hear that because I don't have a mouth mic. The microphone is actually a Blue Yeti and it's right there. Anyway. Man, Leonard got more goodbyes than Russ did. That's funny right there. Plus, because Russ didn't stick around as long, but just saying. All right, can I put something down to keep it from moving while I tape it? Awesome, man. About time you got here. You said Scroller Man, long time no see. Hello, everyone. Howdy, Bill. Yeah, I low-grade depression and cleaning the shop. Why I haven't been around. But we're alive and we're here, by God. Plus, you've been cheating on me with Russ Clarity. Just kidding. Yeah. Been all right, and we're here, by God. My weird talking has gotten more extreme. Yes, February 15th was the last live stream I did. I can't believe it. I went away for so long, dagnabbit. Now we're gonna put I'm gonna put this up here and I'm gonna put a little gap so I don't try to retrace the other half. Good to see you again, Mr. Bell. Alright. My brother just texted me calling me a thief, so apparently I took something of his I didn't mean to. Or did I? Well, I sort of got a clean shop. It's cleaner. Still got a ways to go as far as organizing goes. But it's I can actually walk through it without doing hurdles. That's pretty cool. Take it further back, dagnabbit. Alright. I know what y'all mean by A1C. Am I confused? Oh, okay. I'm a little confused. Alright. That's not out of the ordinary. Alright. Let me cut off this excess paper here because we don't need it anymore. I keep a lot of razor blades around for stuff like this. Let's hope we didn't forget to trace anything because it's not there anymore. Okay. Oh, blood sugar. Alright. Well, fix all that stuff, dagnabbit. Alright. Okay. Why did y'all make me do something so dang detailed? I hate it when y'all do that. See, I got a boo-boo while I was cleaning the shop. The things I do for y'all. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is continue other lines that I started on the first half. To make sure that they connect when I put them together in the computer program. There's not a whole lot of them. I didn't tape it perfectly. Nope, I was a little off when I taped it, but alright, that's okay. Actually, I should probably fix that because it's annoying me. Oops, I pulled off too much tape. I just wanted to pull off this first piece. There we go. Y'all was trying to throw me off there. Hello, Dennis. Long time no see. Yeah, the reason why I haven't been here, Dennis told me I couldn't do any more live streams. I'm just kidding, Dennis. Wood Den is who Dennis is. I got. All right, where was I? That's where I was. Awesome Man says, because detail and Charles go together like steak and gravy, by God. Or biscuits and gravy. Ooh, diddly diddly, okay. There wasn't a whole lot of lines I had to continue from this side into that one. Kind of worked out. There are a few. I thought that would be more, but apparently there are not. Except for down here, I'm referring to the hair. Yeah, we're gonna start talking about food again and make me want to end the live stream so I can munch on cardboard with sugar on it. All right. Yeah, 99% of the detail is the hair. I mean, the rest of it's kind of basic. But I don't, you know what I mean. Some, I believe Brian Richards, who's no longer here, I don't think, said something earlier about how do you draw detail when there's no detail there. Some of it I have to kind of make up to kind of make it translate well. Like right here, I want the nose to be seen with the dark background, so I got to kind of invent that. You can kind of make it out, but I got to make a border around it with a little bit of hair coming down. Thank you very much, Dennis. He says now the day is complete. Charles is doing a live stream. By God, well, thank you. Awesome Man's asking what the difference between a biscuit and a cookie. What's the difference between them? Cookie is sweet, and a biscuit is made out of just dough. I don't know how to say it better than that because I'm not a cook. And why has no one said Mr. Ed, says Chris Nealon. Hello, Wilbur. I don't know because this ain't Mr. Ed, probably. All right, where did I leave off? Just a bunch of dark detail in there, I'll tell you what. I know I can speak for everybody here. Part of the fun of these live streams, besides me going off the rails, is people getting to chat back and forth in the chat section on YouTube. I guess they can do it on Facebook too, but it's not nearly as active. Yeah, Josh has it right. Ed was a Palomino. I didn't know what kind of horse Mr. Ed was. All right. I'm going to be inventing some detail here on the outline around the snout or muzzle, whatever the heck you call it. Not a whole lot, just a little bit of hair here and there and a border. All right, so that's done. Welcome back, Lawrence. Hello, Andy Marshall. That is a woman, in case y'all don't know that. I found that out the hard way, usually calling Andy a sir. I'm a ma'am. All right, but she wasn't upset. Appreciate you being back, Andy. I believe she's in the UK or somewhere overseas. She's watching over on Facebook. And Chris Nealon, being the comedian he is, says, well, a horse is a horse, of course, of course. God. Soft, savory thing like a scone. Ask Aussie Man if that's what a biscuit is. I don't know what a scone is, but I guess, yeah, it's bread-ish. Cookies are like chocolate chip cookies. I don't know what y'all call them there in Australia. Heck, never, y'all are getting me hungry. All right. Andy, get them under control because they're trying to make me hungry and leave the live stream. And John Nave trying to get us going with him. Bruce Nealon says he's getting an apple. Aussie Man says, thanks. I always wonder about what you guys call biscuits. Yep, they're just fluffy dough. There's a little more into it than that, but yeah, that's the short answer. There's probably at least one person said, you don't know what a scone is? What? Chris Nealon says, battery at 1%. We'll plug that puppy in, dag blabbit. All right. All right. Just jumping around here because there's so much dang hair. I think this is gonna be one of those patterns that works out the first time. Hello, Mimi Lord. Good to be back. Mimi Lord watching over on what you call it, Facebook. Hernial Media says gotta go to a podcast. What day is it? Tuesday. Is that Mark Lindsay and Eloy Escojedo? I can't keep track of who does what podcast when, but appreciate you dropping by, Steve. If anybody's thoroughly bored with this one, hopefully Steve will tell us which podcast he's going to watch, but it might be too late. He may have already left. Trampled Underfoot. Yeah, that is Eloy Escojedo and Mark Lindsay. So if y'all are thoroughly bored by this live stream, feel free to go watch. Well, not that you have to be bored to watch it. You know what I mean. Yeah, Mark Lindsay and Eloy Escojedo, Trampled Underfoot. If anybody's interested in that. Theirs is on the schedule. Mine's whenever I feel like it. So, hello, Samuel Isaac. Says hello. Hope you're doing well tonight. So far, so good, Samuel. Appreciate you dropping by. And I keep jumping around, so I don't know where I left off. I left off there, but I'm just going to keep going. Now, some of the details not as distinct as I'm making it because you can't shade with a scroll saw pattern. It's either there or it's not, so just kind of throwing it in there. Mr. Jamie Page has joined us. He's the one that went missing MIA, been really busy. I was going to send him a link, but I didn't think he'd be awake. Yeah, and there he's saying it right now. Evening, Charles and all can't join in bed early tonight. Been a long week already. LOL, I hear you. Good to see you again, Jamie. Yeah, I finally contacted him last week, said he's been busy. And, it's good to see you. Appreciate you driving by. He's probably in bed right now. Yeah, he told me if I kept doing live streams, he was going to come beat me up, so I had to stop doing live streams. He is the reason I haven't done live streams. Sorry. I'm kidding. Said it was either that or kill a kitten, and I didn't want to kill a kitten, so I stopped doing live streams. I need to shut up. I'm not really that funny. Yeah, I am. Come on. Yep, Jamie's in bed, wearing his onesie Superman pajamas. Or Spider-Man. I don't know. Hello, Paul Corliss. Paul's Messy Workshop. Long time no talk. Yeah, it's actually still clean because I haven't done anything to mess it up. I'm still working on it because I got some bins with stuff in them. I got to figure out where they go. But yeah. Austin Man says, one last biscuit question. When you eat them with gravy, do you dunk them or pour the gravy on and eat with a knife and fork? I pour the gravy on there with a knife and cut it up with a knife and fork and eat it. God, I'm so hungry right now. Yeah, I saw that picture, Jamie. That was funny. You know, he was there ready to catch a 3-foot bolt, but it never came off. And it was tragic because that was kind of his duty, was to be there in case it come flying off. As he started that trend on Rich's video. Whether or not you need a knife or fork depends on how much gravy you put on it, but I smother the crap out of things with gravy. Same thing with cheese. Oh, apparently Josh is sleeping. Appreciate you watching, Josh. But you notice how Jamie, right off the bat in his first message, said, no, I can't join. Because he knew I was going to ask. And another thing I used to do, Lawrence, is you get a biscuit and you stick your finger down in it, but not all the way through, and then you just pour syrup in the hole you made. Jamie says, I edited a video together about the weekend. We'll be on Yorkshire Grit YouTube channel tomorrow. Sweet. So y'all be on the lookout for that on JP Woodwork over on YouTube. Well, I say it at JP Woodwork. He said it would be on Yorkshire Grit's YouTube channel. So luckily I caught myself, so I did not mislead people. I never do that. JP Woodwork says, is bread sauce a thing in the USA? That's my favorite. Never heard of bread sauce, so it must be not unless I'm just out of touch with reality, which I have been accused of. I've never heard of bread sauce personally. Apparently neither has Mac. Says he'll share it on his Facebook page. What about those people that don't have Facebook, Dag Blabbit? I'll put 2 little markers through there so I wouldn't connect that line. Dennis is doing his nails while listening to me. Jamie says, I'll have to send a few packets over to you, Charles. Well, I appreciate that. Just make sure it's not a coronavirus or anthrax. I'd sure appreciate you. I'm looking forward to them. Is it sweets or just normal, like gravy, equivalent? And he says, I'll share it on my Instagram then, and for those that don't have either, y'all can suffer, by God. All right, Lawrence. Mimi Lord says, what is the noise in the background? That is my window unit because it's a little warm in here. Sorry about that. And Steve Combs has never heard of red sauce either, so we're not alone. Yeah, I tried to do the live stream without my window unit going, but it's a little muggy here. We're supposed to have really bad weather, but I'm not hearing anything yet, but maybe it's because I have my window unit on. And Chris Nealon saying, is that the white gooey sauce? I assume that's what it's a sauce gravy goes with beef. I guess I'll have to try it. Now we do know what beef is, so we have that in common. Where's the beef? I call it white gravy. I don't know what red sauce is, but my mom, there goes John Nave with the move. My mom used to make white gravy with I think it had milk in it, and flour. I don't remember what all the heck it had in it, but yeah, it was pretty dang good. Moo. Samuel Isaac is asking, where do you live? I don't know who he's talking to. Jamie Page is in the UK. I am in Gatesville, Texas, 45 minutes southwest of Waco. Otherwise, I don't know who you were asking that to. Mac Pierce trying to get me on too, and I'm just short of it. Awesome, man. I got it on. Yeah. Awesome, man says, according to Wikipedia, bread sauce is a warm or cold sauce made with milk, which is thickened. Where did it go? Dang, a whole bunch of people came in all of a sudden. Thickened with breadcrumbs. Typically eaten with roast chicken or turkey. Y'all are making me hungry, and I'll get out. JP Woodwork is meant to be really lumpy, but it was thick. It was like thick water when I was growing up. I only realized my nan used to put extra water in because of so many kids that make it last. I hear you. Oh, that sounds so good. I'm so hungry right now. Thank y'all for torturing me. Not that y'all mind doing that. And sometimes when I'm doing hair, I don't trace the detail exact. Sometimes I add little shapes in there. And sometimes I trace it as I see it. I'm getting so tired all of a sudden, but I will finish this. Yes, I am an easy mark, Steve. This is one of those times where I'm suddenly getting tired instead of just gradually, but I'll stick it out because I should. Jameson Shoot says, is this how you make all your patterns? Yes, sir, it is. I make all my patterns on paper. Oh, I'm getting so tired, but I'm going to stick it out. I'm going to keep saying that. That's my way of saying, gosh, I'm tired. Yeah. Yes, I make all my patterns on paper, Jameson. It's ironic that you said that, Jamie, because I had it in my hand. But although it doesn't keep me awake because it's practically my blood type now. Okay. Apparently I missed a couple hairs on the other half, but luckily they're close enough together I can just put them in there. As you can see, I'm not going in any particular order. I'm kind of just jumping around. Herb Pepper says bad weather will hit you after midnight, Charles. Probably. I'm one of these people. I'm one of these people that if it's gonna rain and crap, I want it to be torrential and thunder and lightning. I like. If it's gonna rain, I want to enjoy it. I don't want to just have dreary bull crap wet. Unless I'm having a panic attack, then I want to sleep through it. Not that they give me panic attacks. But when I have a panic attack, I want to be asleep. So if anything wakes me up, it's not good. For those that don't know, Herb Hoover is also in Texas, so he's probably looking at the radar. I don't believe I've ever had bread and butter pudding. For those talking about it. Yeah, my mom makes homemade banana pudding. It's been a while. Damn it, y'all are all making me hungry again. I should punish y'all and make you wait another week for a next live stream. Of course, I never know when I'm going to do one. I can't sit here and tell you when my next one will be. It just depends on how I feel. Can somebody look up on Wikipedia or Google where the name banana comes from? It's got to be from another language, because that doesn't sound like something that would just roll out of somebody's mouth. No. And Jamie says, we have some funny British desserts, but I'm not going there. It's not past the watershed in Texas. Banana cake is a military meal. It's yeah. Jameson Shoot says, I've been trying to use computer programs to get frustrated with them. I suck at computer programs, Jameson. That's why I started doing on my paper, because I can control this more than I can a mouse or a digital thing. I'm working on a Grumpy Marine pattern. This is all Jameson, by the way. He says, I'm working on a Grumpy Marine pattern on the computer, and I think I will try to adjust the pattern on paper versus the computer. Good. I hope you're able to do that. JP Woodwork says, the Minions invented it. Chris Nealon says that banana comment did not sound right. Most of what I say doesn't sound right. Yeah, same. And I'll stop reading the food comments because they don't really have anything to do with what we're talking about. It's just people talking amongst each other. Plus, it's torture for me, and they enjoy that. We missed you, Charles, but let's talk about food so we can run you off again. Just saying. Actually, I'm too tired to eat right now. Whew. Did I mention I was tired? I think I might have. Every one of y'all talking about food and kiss my booty. Just saying. Now, there's a hair going across there. I'm just going to completely ignore it. It just doesn't look right. That's what my dad said when I was born. I'm going to completely ignore it. It just doesn't look right. That's funny right there. Ooh, excuse me. Good lordy. Well, I might get my days and nights straight today, because I'm not usually tired in the evening. If anybody's still paying attention, it's not dark behind here where the hairs are, so I'm suggesting the shapes and the curls of the hair, but not just completely coloring that area in. But we do have or the cheek shadow, or their cheek up against the neck. So I'm going to help suggest that. Not tracing every single hair here. Herb Hooper says, yep, living in a travel trailer, I'm always looking at the radar. Okay, that's how he knew it was going to be around midnightish, or after midnight, before the weather hits here. JP Woodwork says, I had pumpkin pie for the first time when I was in the States in November. I expected it to be disgusting, but I was sorely mistaken. Yep, that's some good stuff right there. And Woodden says, will it be that size when you start to cut it out, or will you make it bigger? With me, Dennis, everything is bigger. So it'll probably be bigger. This is if I ever cut it. Some of these I just do for the sake of making a pattern. Where we at? A comment I was reading went by. Lawrence Aldridge says, we need to get Charles some Scooby snacks, LOL. But seriously, Charles, get you some snacks, keep close by. That'll make me even fatter, so I can't do that. Yeah, I was going to mention that too on the pumpkin pie, whipped cream on top. Jameson Chief says, I also found out that some of the patterns I have ordered are too big to scan to my computer. So in order to keep a copy of the pattern I have bought, I have been tracing them to the wood so I can keep the patterns for the future. Awesome. Yeah, Thanksgiving is when a lot of people have pumpkin pies. That's about the only time I have it is on Thanksgiving. Who put all this dang hair on this horse? Some of this detail I'm just kind of making up. Jameson Sheet says, I also found that cutting the pencil lines are easier for me instead of cutting through the paper patterns. Yeah, for me too. Jamie Page is actually going to sleep. Appreciate you, Jamie. And Matt Pierce says, that's very hairy pattern. Yes, sir, it is. Appreciate you dropping by, Mr. Jamie Page. I just wanted to drop by and make us hungry. Even when I'm inventing detail, I'm still paying attention to the directions that the hairs are going, so it flows smoothly, so to speak. So I'm not tracing everything exactly the way I see it in some areas. Part of it might be because I'm trying to get done somewhat quickly, but we're going to try to stick with it. Apparently Aussie Man is leaving too. Appreciate you dropping by, Aussie. for Bill. They're dropping black flies. See, I have to stay here for the whole thing. That's what sucks. I'm just kidding. All right, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. See, when I'm not doing a live stream and I'm working on the patterns, when I get a little bored or tired, or I'll just stop and come back to it. But I can't do that because that'd be a really long live stream. I don't know how to take that, but then it says you're better than a sleep aid. Oh my. Jameson Shoot says, he's up watching over on Facebook, by the way, says, I found that if I use patterns or clip art from the internet, sometimes I have to do as you are doing and pick and choose what lines to cut and show how and how far to cut those lines. Yes, sir. And if you get used to doing that, that's kind of the whole premise of making a scroll saw pattern, is getting used to what to cut and what not to cut. 9 times out of 10, you cut out the dark area of a scroll saw pattern. And I know you were talking about working from a picture, but you know, some patterns are colored in gray and the white areas are cut out. You can usually tell by the way they're displayed. And that's for anybody listening. It's not aimed at just one person. Oh, with everybody going to bed is what he meant. What Dennis meant. Yeah, I'm getting tired myself. Herb Pepper says, I want to send you something in Messenger, honest opinion. I'm always honest, sir, so I'll do my best. But as with my own pattern, sometimes you'll hear me say something's missing, but I just can't put my finger on it, but I'll do my darndest. It was either John Nave or Lawrence Aldridge. One of them sent me a picture, and I was trying to figure out. For the most part, it looked good, but there was something off, and I couldn't name it. So I think I finally figured it out. Mr. Meadows is back with us. Hello.
Hey.
How'd you be? They won't let me leave yet, so I figured I better finish the stupid pattern.
I thought I looked a while ago and it said it live had ended.
Yep. We've lost quite a few folks, but yeah, it hasn't ended. Jamie Page stopped by.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
You see that big old bowl they were doing on those videos, those live?
And you see them waiting to catch it.
Yeah, I did. I said that's big enough for a baby to take a bath in, man.
Yep.
It's almost the size of a number 3 wash tub.
That's pretty nifty.
Man, that was. That was the biggest bowl I'd ever seen. I said, what the hell do you want a bowl that big for? Hello, Steve, Mac, Dennis.
Hashtag Penelope Keeper.
Yeah, I saw that.
Chris Nealon's washing dishes while he's watching. Jameson Shoot says, I just finished designing and cutting a military C-130 Angel Black where I had to figure out where to cut the propellers and the flares. Yeah, it could be a gamble there. Yeah, that was Lawrence Aldridge. Yep. All right. Let's get back on this here puppy. Actually, it's not a puppy. It's a horse if you've been paying attention. Is your dog scratching on something?
No, actually, that's the wife's printer in the background.
Right. Sounds like a dog scratching trying to get through something.
Well, I can't say that the dog wouldn't scratch, but they scratching that little doggy bed, but that's not her. That's the printer's working.
All right. He's still here. He's just muted because his wife is talking to him. All right. Googly moogly, this feller's got a lot of hair.
You knew that when you started.
Yes, sir. I didn't know I was going to get.
You're a glutton for punishment.
I didn't know I was going to get tired halfway through, but we're good. We can do this.
Jameson, you said he got the basic design from another scroll sawyer, but he added the other parts to the design.
Sawyer.
Nice. Now, there's some little details in here I'm not going to add because I don't know if that would translate well. I can make these work.
Steve Combs, I'm not muting my wife. I try, but it doesn't work. I just hit the mute button.
He stays in the hospital for a while after that.
Yeah, a few knocks on the head.
Like him.
She tries to mute me.
That's funny right there.
Then it said, hope your wife's not around, Steve.
Oh, it's warm in here.
Yep, same here. That's why I got a window unit going on, by God.
Yeah, I was supposed to turn the air conditioner on earlier, and I forgot.
What'd you go do that for?
I don't know.
I looked at it, was on 78, but I'm still hot.
Okay, now I'll be right back.
78. Holy monkey, I put mine on 71. Or 68 if I'm really warm. All right, we are actually almost done here, folks. Don't you worry. Because I'm making up having part of this detail. Oh, I'm hearing the rumble and the thunder. I think it's thunder I'm hearing. I can't really tell what the noises I'm hearing because I got the window unit I'm competing with. Yeah, because the thunder noise isn't going away, so it's either a really long thunderclap or something. Now, Nave says it's 3 degrees there. It's a little warmer here. Jameson Shoot saying, hope to see the pattern live now that you've designed it. I can't promise that because this one could take a while, but I'm not saying I won't. I just can't guarantee it. Yeah, Jameson is saying it might be my belly after all them food comments. That is a possibility. Oh crap, Russ is letting his hair down. He's letting his hair down. Everybody control yourself. Oh, look at that hair, man. He's muted, by the way. Look at that. Hey, nabbit, I want that hair. Yes, Russ, I was talking about your hair. And you're muted. Okay, you knew that. Okay. Fabio. That's funny right there. Lawrence Aldridge saying that big dark spot on the neck, you cut it out. I don't know if you're talking about this spot here or this spot here, but yeah, I'm going to design it as it is, I think. This one I'll cut out. That one's a gamble. I'm not sure. I haven't figured that out yet. See, everybody's controlling themselves with all that hair, bro. So I'm not the only one in love with you. That's funny right there. Y'all don't start any rumors. Come on now. I don't know what the heck the temperature is here. Let me check my weather. Good old Dr. Pepper. Why don't I look on my phone? It'd be so much weaker. It is 66 degrees here. Rain, some heavy, and thunderstorms to affect the area from this evening into tomorrow morning. Storms can bring hail and damaging crap. Oh well. But it's mostly cloudy right now. Okay. I probably have a bunch of dust in my window unit. That's why it's not that cold. Jameson says, I have a few scrolls projects to cut, but right now I've been helping the wife remodel the kitchen. Well, good on you, because I suck at remodeling. And that area looks too blank. It looks like it needs something in there. And notice I'm keeping the same flow of air direction. There was actually more to the picture here, but this is about where the main stopped showing, so that's why I cut off the picture there, because I thought it might translate funny. I'm not sure how I'm going to treat that area. But with the face having so much dark on it, that's, the coloring and the shadow. And Lawrence Aldridge says it was the one on the left. Okay. Oh, he's referring to this one as far as the dark spot. I still don't know how I'm going to treat that, but I am going to go ahead and do this one. And that's about all that's left is that area, so I got to figure out something. I better stay true to the pattern tag, blame it. I'm not tracing the exact shape, but I'm suggesting right there it may look like spots on the horse, but it's not, it's just shading. Or maybe it is some gray. I don't know. Lawrence Aldridge is saying good night. Good night, Lawrence. I'm referring to Fahrenheit, Steve Combs. So yeah, we're just gonna draw them in there. Again, in some cases it's thicker than it looks, or I'm drawing it thicker than it appears on the photograph.
Yeah, I got 73 degrees over here, and we just heard the first peal of thunder.
Oh my God.
What'd you say?
Oh my God, we both got scared. No, we didn't. We just
We both
just
looked
said,
at
do
each
we
other
really
like,
hear what
the
we
hell
thought we
was
heard?
that? Yeah, we both jumped.
I got a little white dog down here that's going to be on me like white on rice because he's
Yeah.
scared of thunder and rain. It kills him.
Yes.
Trembling, yeah. I've had dogs like that. It's kind of cute in a way.
It is, but not if you're the one he climbs on.
And got claws and teeth.
He's
Yeah.
got claws, and he likes to climb on top of my freaking head. I don't know what he thinks he's doing. He's protecting me or something, but it ain't helping him none.
No,
But Dad,
Jameson, she
Dad.
says she does her crafts and uses epoxy for her tumblers and stuff. My brother does epoxy tumblers and stuff. Says they've been cutting plywood countertops. She's been using her epoxy and paints to decorate the rest from too. Oh,
It's
excuse
pretty
me,
cool.
Lord. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife does not do the tumblers any longer.
I do, but not
She's,
not here.
Here lately, she's not. She's really wanting to quit and do other stuff.
My brother's getting back into it. His website, if y'all are interested, is tumblerguy.com. Pretty reasonable prices, I should say. So y'all help a fella out. Tumblerguy.com.
I can do them if I need to. Put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, that was meant for me. I don't know if it was meant for y'all, but it was meant for me. But she's yappity, 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 yappity. I'm expecting, if y'all
Don't
see
talk
her
back.
knock a knot on my head, y'all call the law, okay?
Okay, I'll be the only one to see it because you're not on the camera. But right this second, I am looking down, so I may miss it. So I'm plumb sorry if you get killed.
Thanks for all your support.
Oh
All right, we are actually almost done.
But you know what? You wouldn't know.
Then
what
you got to go ahead and do it onto the wood. Ha! Steve says, Duck Russ. I'm looking in the camera too, boy. I can see you a little bit.
And y'all see what I'm doing? I'm sitting here looking straight down at this box of stuff I'm looking at. Not
Y'all
even
don't pay any
bothering them.
attention to the woman behind the curtain.
There's no curtain.
That was a dig on the Wizard of Oz, okay?
I know, but there's no curtain.
I've never seen Wizard of Oz, believe it or not. I know the storyline, but I've never seen it. I've never seen Bambi.
Really?
I mean, I've read, seen all the nursery rhymes and stuff, but I've never actually watched all those movies.
Jameson said, I guess his wife has been using Cricut cutting designs, and she has cut some of my patterns that I have cut.
I did
Cool.
wear Charles's one time.
Dennis, what is it that you want?
I gotta be back in a minute.
John, follow the yellow brick road.
I
Follow the yellow brick road.
All right.
Well, that wasn't as good as yours, but there you go.
I actually have a Cricut. I've just never used it. It's still in the box.
Yeah, we use the Silhouette. We don't use the Cricut.
I got it right before the fire happened, and I just haven't gotten around to trying it yet.
Right.
We are so close to done, it's not even funny. I don't even know what the hell I was doing there, so I'll just connect the line.
And I want to tell y'all, folks, if y'all have never seen him take that paper off, it looks just like a horse when he pulls the paper up.
Unless it's not a horse.
Yeah, okay.
But thank you.
Yeah, it looked like a horse to me.
One more line, we'll be ready. Well, no, there's a couple more I see I could do. My God, that's how we roll. Some of this area may not translate well, but it might, by God. I think overall the pattern will be all right.
You see this?
Yes, I do.
You see this?
if y'all ever wonder why you see me going over here squiggling, it's because my pen stops working and I want to see where I've already been. But we're pretty much done right now. All right. Now we're going to be doing a screen share here shortly. You'll see me scan them in. If I forgot to trace something, it's too late now.
James says his wife's going to try to cut some patterns on thin wood stock.
Cool.
How thin?
Veneer?
Well, if you're going to put it in the Cricut, yeah.
Yeah, it would have to be. Do you mean she's going to, 1/8? Is she going to do it on the scroll saw?
I'm going to do it on the Cricut.
Well, fellas, I have to tell y'all, that don't look like, oh, okay, now it does.
Well, it's split apart because of the gap, but yeah, there's that. That don't look like no horse to me. All right, so I can get this piece of paper out of the way, and then I'll put it in the scanner, and then we'll screen share it. And that's when I'll need you to definitely take over the comments because I can't see nothing.
Okay.
Actually, as soon as I put it in the scanner, I'm gonna have to do a nature call right quick and be very thankful that it's not raining right now.
Hashtag wet cat.
Yup. Or wet Charlie, depending on the weather. All right, I will be right back, and then we'll start screen sharing. So y'all prepare yourselves, by God.
Stink bomb. She has tried the scroll saw, but the new Cricut maker is can get a cutting knife to cut on a 1/8 veneer or plywood. Really? Huh. I don't think that they can do that with the silhouette. I don't think 1/8 that's too thick, I think, to go through there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you can have a cutting knife on that too, right?
I don't know. How
She doesn't know. We
I
never have.
I have cut one of Charles's.
Mac, no, I don't have any air freshener spray ready for when he comes back.
Charles with the bathroom?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I think I hear him. Yeah, hashtag IP Outback. That's what happening. Hear him? I hear him. There he is.
He is not here, I tell you what. What's funny is outside my shop, there's a patch of dead grass. I can't imagine why. It's from all them nature calls, I tell you what.
I don't know, Jameson. I don't know about using a cutter for it depends on what kind of wood that you're wanting to pass through there. Even an 1/8 inch somewhere is too strong for a cutter to go through unless you're talking about balsa wood or something that you could actually cut with a knife. Unless I'm not seeing something, you may have to correct me. No, Mac, I heard him. I heard him coming.
All right. These are some other patterns I've been working on.
Are those horses from the same artist?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's some nice drawings, I'll tell you that.
Well,
nice photos.
Yeah. I did like a wooden version or wood background version and a fretwork version of both of them. I don't think I'll do that on this one. It'll just be no background.
Can you tell me what that truck is down there? The second one on the bottom, second one from the left.
That would be a 1932 Ford truck.
Okay, and the first one next to it.
It's a 1933 Ford truck.
Okay, it's real similar to the truck my father-in-law was working on when I first started talking to my wife.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
427 style Cobra.
My father-in-law, his specialties are Model Ts, Model A's,
Well,
that kind of thing. Yeah, like I said, he's got a 29 Dodge in his shop right now in pieces that he still has to put together. He's had it for like 30 years, 30, 40 years. He just hadn't put it all together yet.
good movie.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that is an awesome photograph.
Oh, I'll pass that on, mister. All right, now let me.
Well, Jameson, when y'all do try it, let me know how it turns out. I'm curious.
Now I'm going to show the computer part, but I'm not going to really teach it because that's not what I'm here for. I almost fell off my chair.
Your grandpa used to restore Model A's, Jameson? Is it Jameson? Make sure I'm saying it right.
That's the way I say it, Jameson.
Yeah. Okay, he said he'll let you know. Okay, I did say it right, Jameson. About the Model A's, yeah, that's my father-in-law's particular forte. That's the ones he likes to work on the most. And some of his pieces have been sold all throughout the country. He's like 76, I think, something like that.
Actual vehicles or models?
May.
His age is 76, but he Model Ts, Model A's are what he prefers to work on, but he works on everything. He's a painting.
Actual vehicles or models?
Yeah. He's a paint and body man, and he's forgot more about that than most people knew.
Yeah.
He's good at what he does, but he's a mechanic like you wouldn't believe. He's a mechanic that he can do stuff blindfolded that people can't do with both eyes.
When they were racing boats.
Yeah.
So
He
you're
used to
talking about
race.
actual vehicles, not paintings
Yeah.
or models or
Yeah,
Racing boats.
actual running, driving vehicles.
sweet.
Yeah. He used to race when he was young. He used to race those power boats you see out on the water, those
Yeah.
speed boats, those jet boats.
Yeah, sure.
He used to race those,
Didn't know
and
to sit
when they were
backwards
driving from
in a station.
location to location, he'd be in the back of the boat
In the back of the car.
doing a top end job on one of the motors on the boat while they're driving down the
In
road.
a station wagon.
Yeah, it's just that's how it's, he had that brain power, man.
That's something I don't have a lot of is brain power,
I know with only 2 cells, it's hard to do anything.
especially when they collide.
Yeah, Jameson says, I have some say Jamerson, and I just laugh. Well, imagine how it is when I'm on this show and Wesley Balco comes on and Charles can't get it right for nothing.
No, I don't know
Of
why.
which one is right. He calls us both the wrong names. He's called me Russ Balco.
I'm gonna start calling
He
y'all
called
thing
me
one and
Wesley.
thing two.
He calls me Wesley or Wes. And it usually only does it whenever Wes is on.
Yeah.
And he can't remember which one of us is which. And he flubs up the names. It's funny
Yeah.
how he does. Steve said, I used to drive a 29 Model T in a local parade. pretty much by default because nobody else knew how.
My
Yeah.
program's locking up.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully it doesn't die, otherwise I'll have to rescan everything. That doesn't usually happen.
Oh.
Come on, Cletus. See, not responding. I got static in my ears. I don't know if it's thunder on your end or mine.
It's not on mine. It's not thundering right now.
Great. I'm going to black out right before I get done with the thing.
Oh, Mac Pierce says it's because me and Wes look alike. No, we don't. He's got hair on his chin, and the only time I have it is when I ain't shaved in a couple of days.
I have a feeling I'm going to have to rescan these pieces because when I've already deleted the
it's not responding at all, is it?
No. Heck, blabbit. I'm trying to give it time to respond. Nope, I'm gonna have to rescan them.
Yeah, that old Wesley is a pretty good looking fella, but he don't compare to me. Don't tell him I said that.
I don't remember the part I'm supposed to.
Oh, good.
Heck, blabbit.
Yeah.
I got to rescan them.
Well, you got to make it stop first. There you go.
Yeah, sure. Heck, blabbit.
Jameson says it's like calling all the kids' names before you get to the one that you really want to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah, have seen that happen before.
Now I'm not gonna delete.
Hey,
these.
Wes, Russ said, hey, Mac, cool your jets, man.
Cool your jets, Cletus. I'm not going to delete these until we've gotten safely through it. That almost never happens. Of course, it's going to happen on a live stream.
Yeah, live streams. That's when it happens. If it's live, anything can go wrong will.
Yeah, also.
You could do this before the show and it worked perfect.
Deja vu.
John is back.
PA cousins?
Yes, sir.
Because there's a few Johns. That's why I said that. I don't know if I chose a dark enough color to do the color replacer, so let me zoom in. Apparently I did. Right now it looks like a messy cluster. Can't tell what nothing is.
True. You still working, John? All right. I'll send you the link if you want to get on. Let me know.
Stop.
No?
This time I'm going to save both of these before I get going, so I don't have to rescan them. All right.
I sent it to you, John. Charles, do you look like you've done this before? A time or two?
Only a couple times, yeah. I'm still trying to figure it all out.
There you are. That looks familiar. Mark Stallings in the house. What's up, old man? Speak for
Long
yourself,
time.
Mark. Oh, well, I am older than him. Yeah. Dang it. Never mind, Mark.
Don't you hate when somebody brings logic into it?
Yeah.
That kind of looks like a horse.
Dennis is asking what size hard drive do you have on that computer?
I have no earthly clue. I have external crap too.
Yeah.
Oh man, I forgot to trace the top of the main over here, I think.
Yeah, you're going to have to do some handwork.
Heck, blabby.
Don't you just hate when that happens?
Yeah, sure. That's all his photography. Well, not all of it.
Well, Mark's moved over to YouTube now. Spiritual Splinters is Mark Stallings.
Yeah, I shouldn't be much to have to draw in there. We'll just kind of make it up. We'll wing it.
But John, it might be better if I push the send button. I had it on there. I forgot to click the
You
send
didn't
button.
say you actually wanted to come in now.
I was just teasing.
He'll have to let you know when he's there waiting to get in because I'm screen sharing so I can't see the bottom.
Okay, but I'll tell you when he's here. I can't do anything about it, can I?
No,
Okay, I'll tell you.
and you won't even be able to see when he's here. I'll have to do it. He'll just have to say, "I'm here." He doesn't have to say it like that, of course. But right now, what I'm doing is where I put both of them together. I am making sure everything's lined up correctly.
John, message me when you're here so I can tell him that you're in limbo waiting.
In limbo, in purgatory.
Yeah. Okay, he said he's here, Charles.
Well, howdy do, mister.
Hi, Charles. How's it going?
How you doing?
Can't see him. You're behind the Wooden Visions logo.
That's fine. There we go.
Oh, I ruined it.
Oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, John P.A. Cousins. I'm gonna go
That
back.
Mark
sent me a
Stallings
message,
telling
Russ.
me
I
that I need
appreciate
to
it.
put a hat on. I still have hair on the top of my head, dude. It's just different color now.
Did you go down and get that fancy silver gray put in?
I don't have to go and get that. It comes in naturally like that now.
John, do you want to tell people where they can find you on the internet?
I'm on the internet.
Somewhere.
If you search real hard, you'll find me.
All right, that narrows it down.
What if I could?
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook under John P.A. Cousins. You can find me on Facebook groups under Wood If I Could Scroll Saw and Woodworks. You can find me on YouTube under Wood If I Could.
And stuff like that.
And that'll do it.
Yeah, Charles, everybody thought you were dead.
A couple might have wished I was, but I weren't. Sorry about
It's like
that.
a whole week without Charles, everybody's all like, where's Charles? Where's Charles? What's going on with Charles? Has anybody heard from Charles?
Yeah, February 15th is the last live stream I did before today. I'm adding a little more gap
Are you going
between.
to finish that cut?
Dennis is
Yeah,
asking
yeah.
if John got his all set up for his live stream.
I guess he didn't hear you.
John, did you see the question?
Is John still there?
Yeah, he's good.
He's still there. John?
John,
Dennis is asking, did you get set up for your live stream yet?
Almost. I
Almost.
Almost. My mic though, it seems to be echoing on my end, but it might not be on yours.
I'm not hearing an echo.
Hey, your microphone is very low.
Is my mic working now?
It's working, but your volume is down.
See, but the thing is, if I turn my volume up on my mic, it echoes in my ears.
Oh,
Well, as long as we're comfortable.
well, I can hear you. So
But
What about your butt?
don't talk about it on camera.
And not everything lined up when I attached them together, so that's what I'm fixing right now. Well, either the printer's going again or the dog's scratching on something.
Printer's going again.
You didn't have to mute. I was just messing with you, bro. Unless you dropped out. Which I can't tell because I'm screen sharing.
No, I'm good.
Okay. I'm just trying to uncrowd some of these so the detail isn't so close together. I know that's strange coming from me, but
Hey, John, you still have the Japanese mic syndrome?
what does that mean?
When he was talking, his mouth would move, and after he got done moving his mouth, the words would come. Or the words would come first, and then his mouth would move.
Well, he's still there, but I can't hear him say anything.
Oh, this was before when he was testing out. Just wondering if he got it figured out.
Well, he's not talking. It might be like Wes occasionally where he can't hear you. John, can you hear me?
He can hear you.
Well, I'm not hearing a dang thing from him.
He ain't talking.
Aren't you asking him questions?
Yeah, he's being a mean grump. He won't answer. Chris has said he's hiding behind the logo, question mark.
Oh, my mute button was on stupid StreamYard.
Well, that'll do it. He's probably been talking for 30 minutes then.
Yeah, no, I was talking. My mute button was on StreamYard, but it was unmuted on YouTube. Or like I had YouTube muted, but I don't know. It's weird.
Dennis is saying someday he's going to try to make a pattern. Well, no use in waiting. Get after it.
By God, get on it.
Yes, sir.
I'm hearing an echo. It must be John.
Steve says, yeah, we can hear you, John, but it sounds like your dog's wearing your mic lying on the couch across the room. It's kind of low.
I don't have a dog.
And I can hear him a whole lot better now.
I'm hearing an echo and all kinds
I
of
think that might be
noise.
me.
You got an echo now too?
Is it me? Is that me? It's not me. I'm not playing it.
I hear it when Russ talks and when I talk, but not when you talk, John.
Oh, so I'm coming in nice and clear then.
Too clear.
Oh,
Very a lot of air noise, and when we talk, we hear an echo through you.
I'm going.
Did he leave?
no, I turned my furnace off.
I'm going to mute my microphone and Charles talk. See if you still have the echo.
Blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Blah, blah, echo. No.
No
You had
echo
echo
when
for
you
me?
talk. No, when
No
me
echo
and
for me?
I mean Russ.
If it's not me, I muted my microphone and you were talking, and I still had an echo with you.
But I don't have an echo with him though.
You don't have it, but I have it with him, and my microphone was muted.
Yeah, I hear an echo when me and Russ talk.
All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and mute again, and you talk. Tell me, have the chat tell me if they still hear the mute when I'm talking, when I'm echo, when I'm muted.
Blah 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 blah.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
Blah,
me,
blah, blah.
me and Russ are echoing through you, John.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I was muted, and I could still hear Charles echoing, but John comes along good.
Yeah, I can hear John clearly too. There's no echo when he talks, only when we talk.
You must have another one open.
Me? No, I don't.
Yeah.
No, my YouTube is muted. My StreamYard join one's open right now.
That's weird.
Is your YouTube playing?
YouTube is playing, but it's muted. Let me try something else here.
I never have it turned on. I pause it.
How about that? Is that better? Is there any echo there?
Test. Yes.
Yes. Well, I don't have anything open but Facebook. I'm gonna cancel that. All right, I have nothing but StreamYard, and I still have echo.
Yep.
Somebody is in there, not me.
Tis not I.
See, but I can't close StreamYard down. Oh wait, okay. You know what? I'll close my YouTube down. There we go.
Yay.
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 The only window I have open right now is StreamYard. That's it.
Hey, test. No, you must. Are you listening on headphones or speakers?
No, I'm just on my laptop right now. I unplugged my speakers. I unplugged my headphone.
Does I still hear an echo when we talk? Test. No echo.
Okay, right now I'm listening through my headset, but my mic is on my laptop because that's how it seems to work best.
Okay, because we're not hearing an echo now, so whatever you did, do that every time. Yay.
Yeah, I got to figure something out.
Okay, we've got to crop this puppy.
I'm just getting a kick out of the comments in the chat room there.
Yeah, nobody's been reading those. How far behind are we?
We're way behind. Well, because we're talking about my headset and everything else, right? So Wooden, yes, yeah, I'm pretty much set up for my live streams. I just got to try and figure out how to get my editing done afterwards.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna make a pattern. Everybody can hear me. I'm muted. That's funny. Find the echo. Pound, find the echo. Pound, find the echo. That's awesome, yeah. Hashtag find the echo.
What I'm doing right now is making sure everything that's supposed to go off the edge is actually going off the edge.
Oh, and Russ is gone.
Is he?
Yeah, it says Russ ran away.
No. Oh. Well, now he's back.
There he
You
is.
still
What the
have an
hell?
echo?
Oh, it
No,
sounds good there.
he figured it out. Excuse me.
Okay, good.
I didn't know you done run off.
Well, I thought it might be me, so I cut out and we came back.
I think you just have a guilty conscience, sir.
I don't hear an echo now, so I'm good.
Yeah,
What was the problem?
it was something to do with John. I think it's when he had the speakers going instead of headphones.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I figured out. So I can listen through my headphones and use my mic on my laptop, and I'm clear. So it should work that way then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dennis says he's looking forward to seeing your live stream, John.
Me too.
Me too.
I don't even know when I'm gonna start them though.
Yeah, I never know when the hell mine are going to be either.
I had a couple live streams, then I deleted them because there was bad language. And I had to do that stupid CCOP friggin' stupid child whatever
Yeah.
Yeah.
language stuff on there.
Family friendly crap.
If you don't care about being monetized,
Then go on with it.
then go on with it. That's what I say. If you're not worried about sponsors and stuff like that, you know, you ain't gonna make money off of it. So do what you feel like you need to do.
Or women, children, and sissy men.
Mm.
So how long did it take you to clean your shop there, Charles?
Since the last live stream, and I was heavy at it for probably a week and a couple days, but now I've just sort of been organizing here and there.
Yeah, it looked like it. Like that was quite the mess you had built up there.
Yes, sir.
I never thought he had that much mess. That reminded me of my own.
And you
But
said
I think his is worse shaped than mine.
well, yeah, that's pretty bad. You said you couldn't move in yours. I found a way to hurdle everything.
Yeah.
I only have myself to blame too. Yeah, it took a while, but I knew if I started doing live streams, I wasn't going to get back on it. So that's why I wasn't doing live streams during it. Okay, everything that went off the edge, I'm going to color in. Wait, let me make sure I. Yes, I did.
Are you doing more detail on his face?
Nope. Most of his face is completely shadowed right there.
Okay. Looks like one of those model. It looks like one of those model photos where it's like, "Quick, turn around!" Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and the shampoo commercials.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't if they don't like the way I talk, they can go away. But I need the subscribers.
He's starting to sound like me. I need subscribers. Yeah, I gained a whole bunch of subscribers when I wasn't doing live stream. That might have been a hint.
I was just gonna say that.
You need to go way more often. No, really, stay on.
Like, oh, all right, Charles isn't on. Subscribe.
Make them think we give a crap when it gets going again. Start falling away.
How many do I have? Oh, I got 39 subscribers on YouTube right now. Awesome.
39? That's about what I got.
Yeah, I've been on just as long as you, though, I think.
Yeah. I've only put that one video up, and that was only 2 minutes. So if you blink, you missed it. And I got a new camera, so one of these days I will take it out there and just start walking around looking. I might have to do a shop tour, and you won't be able to see anything. I got so much junk in there. And I said, "Who wants to help me clean?" My wife said she'll come out and help me organize it.
Yeah, mine
But,
got so bad I dang near asked my wife for help, but women don't know the.
No.
Well, some women don't. I mean, because there are women tool people out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So some women, this you don't need this. You don't need this. Well, honey, get out. Right now, a lot of what I'm doing is just color replacing from the light color to the gray. That way there's no speckledy specks.
What's your wife doing, Russ? I hear a bunch of pounding in the background.
She's
she's hole
working
punching.
on a register to get bills and stuff. Bills lined up and all that kind of stuff. She does it every once in a while when she runs out of pages. She prints more. That's that scratching you thought you heard in the background.
Yeah.
Charles. She was printing out registers and stuff for her bills and everything.
You're pretty quiet.
Then they said he just hit 118 subscribers.
Yay!
Yeah. Well, all you have to have is 100, and you can put your own name in the title instead of all them dang things they make you put on there.
Letters and numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know on my my Facebook page I got 1,900 people on there. Wish they'd all go over to my YouTube channel.
Mhm.
You have 1,900 people on your Facebook?
On my Facebook page, yeah.
Sweet.
That's a pretty good bit.
I think last I saw I was 3,101.
Jameson says his wife sent him the specs for the knife cutter. It cuts up to 3/32 of balsa wood and 1/16 of an inch of basswood. I thought it had to be something really soft to be able to use that Cricut on to cut it.
Yeah, balsa and basswood's pretty soft.
Yeah, basswood pretty sure is we know what balsa is.
And balsa
I think basswood they do.
Gliders from.
Yeah, they do a lot of carving on basswood. I got a big piece of it in the shop that I've been thinking about trying to do some of those little carvings that I see. There's somebody on YouTube that was doing what you call that, where he teaches you how to carve the little figurines that he does and stuff. It's pretty neat.
Tutorials.
Yeah, kind of like that. I don't know if it was a one and done or if it was a set that he was doing, but it looked interesting. And it's just like you could take a 1-inch block, cut it off that 2x6 that I've got, and have a lot of pieces to practice on. Basswood sucks for the scroll saw. Well, I can't say as I ever used it for a scroll saw.
Smells a bit fishy.
Does it?
Especially the largemouth basswood.
That's funny right there.
I don't care who you are. That was funny.
Yes, sir. Right now I'm just getting rid of all the little white specks, and then we'll undo it, and then we'll.
You got to put like one of those emoticon happy smiles on them now.
What?
You know, he almost looks like who's that? What's that character? What's that one superhero that wears the mask and his face keeps changing?
Venom?
No, not Venom. I'm trying to think of his name now.
Dennis asked, do you need to change you tilted or will it YouTube do it for you?
Your username? Or URL?
You know, I have no idea what he was talking about, but that sounds good. You know, we've been off that for a little while and I hadn't thought about it. Do you need to change you tilted? Does that mean titled?
Title probably, yeah.
The superhero I'm thinking about is Rorschach. You know Rorschach?
I thought
No.
that was a Welcome Back Cutter thing.
I did. That was Horseshack.
Oh.
Rorschach.
Sorry.
Oh, there he is there.
All right. Never seen him before.
That's what the horse's face looks like.
Wow.
Wait, let me get over there. I don't want to see what the hell he's showing. Oh, okay.
That looks to me like more like a duck on that first one.
Looks like an ink blot.
Yeah.
I would call that a duck, man.
His name's Rorschach. It's the psychological ink blots you do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like my mother. Oh, that's like a
Oh,
frog.
yeah. That's where I've heard that term.
Yeah. That's the Rorschach test.
Yeah.
Jameson says his wife.
Kind of looks like a. Go ahead.
His wife stacked 3 sheets of thin basswood to cut earrings and tried to cut it with my scroll saw, and even with a small blade, it would slide through the wood and not cut into the wood. Not cut the wood. I don't know what that means. It would slide through the wood and not cut the wood. Did she have the blade on backwards?
I've never cut basswood. I wouldn't even know.
Basswood would be easy to cut. It's soft, but I've never tried it.
Don't people usually just carve with basswood though?
They do
Make
carvings
little
usually.
figurines and stuff.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
don't know how it can slide through the wood and not cut the wood.
Believe it or not, out of all this, I think the body of the horse right in here is the only part I'm not real thorough with, but for the most part, I think it looked like it.
I told y'all it was going to look like a horse when he got
Oh,
done.
God.
Oh, Wooden wants to know how to change your YouTube address from the long one that you got when you first got to a shorter one.
I don't know. It's been so long. Well, when I first started, I think you could put your name in regardless.
Now you got to have 100, so.
My wife just told me it's snowing outside.
Good for you. I got 73 degrees right now.
Oh, shut it.
Thank you, Wood Dan. Yeah, so that was our pattern. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It only took about 3 hours. Well, let's call it 2.5 because we talked through part of that.
Yep, 73.
All right, so yeah, other than the body part, I think the body part actually didn't translate all that well, but I think the rest of it did.
Yeah, it looked good to me. It looked like the horse.
Much obliged, mister. So you have my lower third under you, and John has my signature over him, or partially over him.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at there. He's touching my logo. Isn't that sweeter than hell? Point down.
Don't tickle it now, dog.
I'm
Look
gonna
at
pet
that.
Charles. Look at pet Charles. Oh.
Now, if you see Charles start flopping in the chair, you know something's going on.
That's so funny. He's sitting there petting my signature. Now, Russ, you have to use your left hand and point to your right. Your other right.
Down.
Right there.
Down.
Now, down. And point further over to where. No. Still to your right. Just
To
keep
the logo.
moving your hand right, and you're pointing at my logo.
I'm pointing
No,
at my wife.
That's not your logo.
Your wife is not my logo.
I know that, but if I go right there, I'm pointing at the wife.
I know, but go all the way to the edge of the screen. And there we go. We're a little too far. You're fingering my logo.
I'm gonna grab Charles's mouse and see what happens, right?
Is it moving?
No.
Wow.
Oh, look at that! Yeah.
Like, I get it just off screen. He's going to touch it and it's going to move. Go ahead. Try it again, John, because we're easily entertained.
Look at that! Yeah.
Wood Den, I believe you have to change it yourself, but you may have to look up a YouTube channel video of how to do it, because back when I got on YouTube, you could put in your name, but now you have to have it over a certain amount. I think you have to have over 1,000, don't you? Isn't it?
I think it's over 1,000 actually.
Yeah. Sorry if we got your hopes up. You have to have over 1,000 unless you just didn't type in enough zeros. Yeah.
I know you can. Can I give a plug here for a second? If you want to talk to Mike Haas over at
Matt Haas, yes.
Matt Haas,
Haas
yeah.
at-
H-A-A-S. Awesome wood thing.
everything YouTube though.
Everything YouTube, awesome with
Yeah.
things. He has both.
All
Yeah,
things
you-
YouTube. That's the name
Matt,
of it.
does it go by Matt Haas or Matthew Haas on Facebook?
Matt.
Matt.
Matt M-A-T-T
M-A-T-T, boy.
Haas is how you spell his last name, but he goes by Awesome Wood Things and something else on YouTube.
All things
And,
YouTube.
Thank you, Dennis and Steve and whoever and Chris Nealon saying now to cut it. No, I'm gonna let somebody else cut it. Dennis says he has 118. Yeah, I think you have to have over 1,000 or at least either over 1,000 subscribers or a certain amount of view of hours.
Last I was told it was 100 subscribers, but the views is just towards monetization.
Yeah. Hell, I don't know all this stuff.
Yeah, monetization is not the same thing as having over 100 just to get your name up there.
Yeah, we're just here for fun. We're not here for the money.
Yeah. See,
if we were here for the money, I'd be doing my hair. I would be wearing a hat. I'd be shaving every day.
Well, I do the right thing and stay off the camera.
I'd be washing my hands after working on my oily truck all night.
Mm.
I wear clean clothes.
It is what it is.
It's a working man's world.
That's right.
Or a woman.
Yes, or a woman.
Yep. So what now, Charles? You done? You're not gonna put it on the wood?
Well, not right this second. See, I'm being held for review, and I'm requesting a review. It says your video cannot be saved, so they won't even let me. Freaking, oh well.
Dennis is saying tickets. That must mean tickets. Tickets, please. Going on to the train to get off the track again.
And Steve Combs says he was able to use his name right off the bat. That really bothers me. I need to try it in a different tab or something. Yeah, every time I go to request a review, it says from studio.youtube.com says, sorry, we're not able to save your video. That's just wonderful.
Do you have the premium studio on your YouTube account?
I think I have Beta Studio. I have no idea what the hell I have.
Beta Studio, I thought was the one that Matt was saying to use. I'd have to go and find out again.
I know on the free one I can't save my live stream, but I can save it if I pay $24 a month. Then I can save it on that one. I'm not sure though.
That's weird. That's very weird. Well, it actually just says YouTube Studio. It doesn't say Beta. I'm trying it on Firefox to see if it'll let me fix the review that way. They're both saying not able to save your video. They better not delete this video when I'm done, by God.
Oh, okay. Wooden, I have some answers for you. If you go to your YouTube account under your channel, then go to your Google account. You can change your name on there, and it'll appear on your YouTube channel like that.
What's funny? At one time I posted on Facebook, I got 11,000 views in 28 days, and I got more subscribers since my last live feed, but the views are down to 254. But that's because because I haven't done a video in so dang long. Alrighty. Yeah, that kind of scares me. I hope this video doesn't get deleted because on Firefox and Chrome, and they're both saying the video can't be saved when I try to hold it for review or request for. You know what the hell I mean, damn it. Can y'all hear me, or am I talking to myself?
No, we can hear you.
Okay, we're just ignoring you.
David Jones just popped in.
Howdy, Mr. David Jones, Board of Woodwork, over on YouTube.
Steve says, yes, change it on your Google account and it should pop up.
Yeah, that's what I just mentioned.
Right.
Because I just changed mine to Wooden and it showed up. That's Wooden. I changed it back. I changed it back though. For like 2 seconds, I changed it back.
He asked when he does that, will he lose all his subscribers? You shouldn't.
Good night, Jameson. Appreciate you watching. Hopefully you won't lose them all. Can you say what in Facebook? No, it's through streaming. It's on YouTube that it won't let me. It's on the YouTube Studio that it won't let me save the video. If you're talking to me, Chris Nealon. But hopefully it won't delete the video. That'll hurt me. Hurt me, not hurt me. I've never had that happen before. Oh, diddly. Lord. Oh. And Steve Combs says you will not lose them. I mean, I'm not going to cry if this video doesn't get saved, but I mean, the fact that I did it a live stream and all the other ones have been saved, it'd kind of suck if these live streams don't get saved. It's probably just a glitch on YouTube. Y'all are talking entirely too much. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the chat to say something. I don't usually report when they're just telling everybody hello.
Okay.
Portal says, hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve. That really irks me, man. Only because it's a glitch. I don't want her to lose the video. That's still saying it can't be saved. All right. Well, we got,
Well, you got to do another one again.
94 views. One thumbs down, but that's
Now you're
all
going
right.
to have to film yourself. Hey, Charles, now you're going to have to film yourself, filming yourself. That way you can save that one and then post that one up later.
Yeah, some kind of screen capture. And you're being called a squid again there, Russ.
Yeah, that's pretty common occurrence.
Yes,
From
sir.
one squid to another.
Eventually, this wire is going to fall completely out of my keyboard. I tried to super glue it and put tape on it, but it moved. Oh well. So how y'all doing?
Out freaking standing.
Have you been practicing pointing at the camera there, Russ?
No.
Look at you, right there, baby. All right, I guess we can go ahead and end the live stream and we'll talk crap once we're not live anymore. But I appreciate everybody being here. And guys, when I say 3, 2, 1, we're all going to say scroll on, and we're going to stay there until it ends. And I'll tell you when it's over. I appreciate everybody being here. I'm glad to be back, and hopefully the video will save, so people that didn't get to see it live will get to see it eventually. But I'm going to say 3, 2, 1. Everybody say scroll on.
Scroll on.
Scroll on.
John, you have to point the camera.